What's today? Tuesday.
Hello, Tuesday.
What's good, potato guy? Potato guy. Oh. Hmm. What's up, Smoke? Smoke Shisha. Is that your name? Smoke Shisha. Bro. Hopefully you guys are doing good today. Vadaviang Heyday or Vadaviang with a cheater? I'm Vadaviang with Heyday. I don't think he's a cheater, bro. That is funny though. I mean, this guy literally played 1v1 skirmish. These paid VOD reviews, students. I'm gonna be selecting VODs from the dojo. Yo,
Hello, brother.
what's good, man?
Are you ready?
I am ready. I am ready. I got a VOD that I think I'd be very curious on your input from. I haven't seen the VOD, but like more so the guy. I've seen probably countless VODs from this guy before.
Countless?
Yeah, countless as in like probably 10 plus. And he's an interesting one. Love the guy. He's a good guy. But I think I'm curious on
Okay,
your
let
opinion.
me go get them too. Let me get mine too. Let me make sure I don't leak shit.
Yeah. I think in terms of logistics, I'd be curious on, or the way that I would want to maybe approach this would be like I would control the VOD on the VOD that you have, and then I would screen share, and then vice versa. Like I would give you my VOD, and then we'd kind of go that way.
I bet. Okay, you want to start with mine?
Sure, yeah, of course. I'm done.
I don't know which one between those two I want to choose. I can't lie.
Okay, let's see.
Between those two, they're aids, so you get to pick one.
Okay, Clove Haven defense, Reyna split, attack. Comp wise, the Haven game is probably more applicable just because the enemy team's comp's more normal. Our comp is weird.
Yeah, we can do that one.
Yeah.
But also that one, I'm pretty sure it's like 13-6 if I remember.
Got like a little stompy.
Yeah. But the guy was absolutely fucking jack useless.
Okay.
And I want you to find out why he's so useless.
Okay, yeah. I'm down for the Clove Haven one.
Say.
Hmm.
You screen sharing this one?
Yes. One second.
I got you. I'll just full screen this.
What's interesting is you have a lot of haters, man.
They're so funny, bro.
You have a lot of haters. Like I went live and there's a guy that just doesn't like you. I guess what I'll say to chat is I've met Heyday in person. He's a cool guy, man.
Oh yeah, we should co-stream so we can read both each other's chats.
Oh yeah, how do I do that?
I got you. I'll send the invite. Where are you?
Okay. Is that how do I see? Do I see it through OBS? I feel like I haven't done that.
No, it's gonna be on Google itself.
Okay, like I gotta open my dashboard.
Yeah. So just when you go on Google, you'll see the invite.
Got it. Accept. Do I have to keep this?
Yeah. Now, yeah. Just mute your mic in there.
Got it.
And then I'll do start sharing chat.
Got it.
And then we can both see each chat.
Got it. Okay, cool. I remember I did this a long time ago and then I forgot.
Okay, we're good. I'll watch through here.
Yeah.
Well, you should screen share on Discord. I won't watch through your Twitch because it takes too long.
Yep. Screen sharing on Discord now. Can you see that?
Yeah, we're good.
You've seen this VOD already?
I watched it a bit. It's been like what, maybe like 4 days or 5 days.
Okay. So you already have a little bit of a look. Let's take a look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, we're B start, which is fine. Double Synth is always interesting.
See,
You already kind of see. Did you see the first problem where he started?
Yeah, I mean it's A link over B site.
Well, I mean, look at his Reyna's positioning and look at his positioning.
Yeah, you want in the fight window, or what do you mean?
Yeah, well, they can fight together, but in this position, you can't even trade the Reyna if she
Yeah.
decides to fight.
That is true. That's something that I remember watching when I was watching Note's VODs and Sato's VODs. They tend to like hover a little bit more like backside. But that is something that they pick up on faster, is like when to actually fight window. So I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I think I'm maybe more so looking at starting position for now. But I do like the fast rotate play style here. Don't know if I love mid sight just yet, but going sight here with the dash.
Did you see the other problem with this fucking rotation? When you go back, look at his
Just the B
rotation.
gap?
No, just from where he started from A, he should kind of like be at the same speed as Reyna almost, because the moment he knows it's C, he should already be running towards it. But just because he's iPadding 2 times, it kind of slows him down.
Oh, I see what you're
It's
saying.
because he has to open the iPad 2 times. instead of putting at the same time. Plus, he puts it too early.
I actually don't know the timing of, or like movement speed difference of iPad versus no iPad. Is it?
Well, the thing is, it's no, not that much. It's more so the fact that when he jumped, it fucking canceled his velocity.
I see what you're saying.
Instead of just running forward.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. What's interesting to me is the way that you look at VODs is a lot more micro detailed than I am so far. Because like my first thought was like, okay, like starting position. Second thing I saw was like initial smoke. Why is my thing so small? Whereas yours was like, oh, like starting position in relation to your Reyna, and then like min-maxing the iPad movement, which I think is valuable, for sure. I guess like our initial approaches are a little bit different. But he floods out here. Do we go plat? You go plat. I quite like plat. He doesn't commit.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Also, you put subs on.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, okay.
Didn't go plat.
That's probably the biggest thing. Like, if I were to look at it from the perspective of like, what's the single thing to change? It would be the flood towards plat. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm surprised he doesn't go plat. They don't know to go plat.
Yeah, no one knows to go plat. So I guess like the quick rundown that I'll say for flooding C is you need a player plat. So if you already have a plat player, you can kind of either choose a double up, or you can kind of just sit here so you have the crossfire. Yeah. But plat is everything on the C hold. You need that flood, you need that space, just so you can actually hold the smoke and actually align the sight smoke swing with the logs guy, like one direction. But yeah, from that perspective, I would say that's probably the biggest thing, is getting to plat. That's like the most important. Maybe the second most important is probably smoke timing. Is my
I don't know how Jet got out and the chamber doesn't see it. She was out backside.
Yeah, we hit the jet dash at some point.
I'm surprised he doesn't see anything.
Yeah, he doesn't see anything. Is he timing the smoke? No, he just swung. I heard the jet dash there. But yeah, I guess that's what I would say is my top two. Is like maybe smoke timing and then maybe plat cross. But what about you? What do you think? I'm curious.
But I mean, did we even watch it? Look at his next gunfight after he kills Jet.
He got shot in the ass, I think.
No, he didn't.
Both out.
I mean, yeah. But you see how he's approaching the clearing?
Both out.
Slicing back wall, or what do you mean?
Yeah, so he's like way too tunnel vision and too paranoid on the left side.
Right.
Way too paranoid. So he's perma gambling what fight he should take.
How would you approach it?
I mean, first of all, both of us would be in
we'd
this
go
middle
plat.
position.
Yeah.
But also, second of all, right? The moment you make contact with the left guy, right? The guy mid-side swings through because that's his cue to go up.
Right. That's his timing.
But if he doesn't peek left, then he knows he can only focus middle. But the fact that he's tunnel vision and he forgets there's a guy in the middle, it makes me think that he's just an overthinker in general. The fact that he's playing A lane tells me he's scared to fight, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like unless they have a Phoenix or a Neon, it's like you fight mid perma.
You take the window. Yeah. Or like mid walk
or
down or something.
You get something happening. Yeah, exactly. So like he's overthinking his positioning on the start, and then here he's overthinking the fact that, oh, I want to go right, but no, I don't want to, and then he stays in the middle, and then he overthinks the fact that he's so scared of left that he forgets about right. You know?
Yeah, I guess it's more of a positioning issue in that sense.
But the positioning issue is caused by the fact that he's so paranoid. He doesn't think he has time to go to backside. You can see he's trying to go, and then he's like, nah, I don't have time. By the time I go back, he's gonna flank me.
I
to
see
the
what
wall.
you're saying. I
Both
see what
out,
you're
both
saying.
out.
That is
He's
interesting.
like,
I think what our approaches to coaching is a little bit different as well, actually. Because you see the micro on this left side. I see that as a symptom of not going plat. And I guess.
I mean, for me, I look at it this way. I want to fight the root. I want to find the root cause that caused this terrible positioning and this terrible decision. What caused you to make this terrible fight? But you go next round. This is like very nitpicky.
Yeah, sure. I would say for me,
Like,
that's
the other rounds
probably
is gonna
like
be
the
even more obvious. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I told him too. But also, his stream's frozen. I need to quit and come back.
Oh, sorry. Discord's been fucked recently. When I screen share
Yeah.
full screen. I was having issues with that literally earlier today. Which I don't know how to fix that.
We should be chilling.
Okay.
Should be chilling.
I'll just try and stay full screen and maybe it'll be fine.
No, never mind. Only chamber.
He
only
is-
chamber,
he is
only
fighting
chamber,
from
only
B there.
chamber, only chamber.
He is because Reyna is, but now this is horrendous.
Yeah, we kind of.
We gave the midline. And that's 2 times in a row he plays pixel angles. That you see how much of an overthinker he is?
Yeah, you're saying he's playing his life.
No, never mind. Only chamber. only
All the
chamber,
time.
Only chamber. Only
The thing is when you play live, you hesitate. When you hesitate, you're fucked.
Yeah. So my instinct here typically is if I'm holding like this guy's holding windows for me to walk down. How do you feel like
I wouldn't do that on Eco.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was curious on how you wage.
No, because think about it, right? Obviously, Chamber's going to be outlawing C line as an attacker, so
Yeah.
you can't go C, right? Obviously, Jet's going to be outlawing A line, so both sides are fucked for attacker POV. So you have to go mid. So the mid walk down doesn't work. Why? Because there's going to be 5 mid. You're going to fight grass, and then your Reyna only has 2 outlaw shots. And first of all, he's a random, so you don't know if he's actually going to hit them. So going down is like too much of a gamble on whether he hits the window shot or not.
What rank
That's,
is
that's
this? Do you
my
remember?
take. No, I don't ask people his rank, by the way.
Oh, I see.
But, I don't know. I actually don't know. We could guess it, and I'll ask
Yeah.
him later.
Okay, my guess would probably be like so far like maybe diamond. Ascendant.
Exactly, somewhere
Yeah.
around like there.
Yeah, I mean we've only seen one round. I was curious because I typically give different takeaways based on the rank because I think it cultivates different skills. So for example, given that he's maybe a more scared player, as we've kind of seen so far, I would maybe encourage like a walk down round 2, even if it's suboptimal, to kind of get more gun duels. Because overall, I think maybe getting more gun duels is how you kind of have more impact over the game. So like lower ranks, I would be like, yeah, take more agency, take more fights, go for the mid walk down. You see your Reyna holding window, like just go for it. It's not Phoenix blind, it's Reyna blind, so you can kind of flick to window. I think it's fine.
And also, I don't think he has Reyna blind on Eco as well.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. Yeah. So I would probably push it, like if I was like one-on-one coaching this guy, I'd be like, okay, like depending on his rank, I'd probably push him to go for a mid walk down here, despite having, I guess, double senti on the sides and whatever the case may be. But I guess would you disagree with that? I think in a radio lobby,
I like to look at odds. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about it, right? This guy is not a confident guy, especially not in his mechanics. Okay, you can tell that the way he got to this rank is by playing smart.
Sure.
Sort of. So like, I don't think he's confident in swinging grass into 3 people.
Right.
Like you when you swing grass, there's gonna be someone top box, hay bells. There's gonna be someone deep angle looking garage,
Yeah.
or someone looking from like hay bells bottom to
Yeah.
B all the
Head
time.
triangle. Yeah.
So when you're the head triangle, right? So if you're peeking that, you have to be confident as fuck.
Yeah.
But just from the first round, that would not be his instinct at all.
Yeah. No, I agree.
If I saw better first round, maybe I would like be confident in him doing that play, but I don't think he's gonna be confident at all.
Okay, so that's, I guess, an approach with like, what do you want your client to have a takeaway from? Because like for me, for example, the thing that I would want to work on for this client would be that confidence, would be to have more gun duels, because I think that is his weak point. So I would push him to do it more despite him sucking at it. Like I would acknowledge that he'd probably D-rank in the first 20 games or so.
I wouldn't look at it that way.
Wait, sorry,
At all.
1 second. I gotta pick up the door.
Yeah.
Just literally 30 seconds.
Yeah, go for it. Does Halo use Windows, Rockstar, or custom? Need to be bad.
I'm back. Hello.
Damn, I was a close ass door.
Yeah. I just had to get some food from the door. My mom stopped by. But you said you wouldn't look at it that way. What are you saying? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it this way, okay? Let's say I tell you to like do something that you know you're not good at, and I force you to do it, then you're gonna be so fucking paranoid, and you really don't want to do it, right?
Okay.
Like in here, obviously he cares, right, about the game. That's why he plays like this. And if he cares so much and he tries to do something that's too risky and too scary, he's gonna fucking crumble on his own thoughts. He's actually gonna overthink, in my opinion. So what I usually suggest to people like this is spend more time in their training itself, have valuable goal training that actually would build up their confidence. You need to prove to yourself in your off time that you can consistently always hit these type of shots. If there's no way for him to just randomly start being able to shoot these people, there has to be some kind of like a mental jump that gives him that confidence. And I don't think by taking the fights over and over and dying to them would give him that confidence.
I see what you're saying. You kind of want him to have more of a positive feedback loop when he does it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Like, so for example, here I would suggest him, like, as a player, I want you to get very used to fighting people, no matter what your circumstances. So I recommend him, like, play TDMs, for example.
Yeah.
And I would give him a kill goal. If he doesn't establish a kill goal, then he's asked. And he needs to become more confident by getting the kill goal. So I'll probably, like, for example, I'll give him 40 kill goal. And then he hits that 40, he gets an acknowledgement from me and from himself. And then now he's way more confident. And then you build on top of it. I give him another goal regarding, for example, his aim. That could be like Kovacs or range. I'll give him range, for example. I'll give him get please 27 with the Sheriff hard bots. And then boom.
Interesting.
So that's how I would give it in his training, in his TDM or the range. That's how you would get the confidence.
And then what would be your, like, does he have any action roles in the game to kind of address the lack of gun duels?
The gun duels? I mean, the thing is, I always look at it this way of, like, the favor of the gun duel. I don't want you to, like, take gun duels that are too hard.
Yeah.
Like, let's say a gun duel that's too hard is, for example, I do it, is go down solo mid and flick from garage to window.
Yeah.
Between those two. Or swing garage permanently.
Yeah.
But I don't expect him to do that. But what I would expect him to do, though, is take a gun duel that has no consequence, which is here being next to his teammate. Which is why early in round one, I wanted him to be next to his Reyna, because together, he's already going to get that reassurance that they're together, they can fight together, he can trade. He has more leeway into... He doesn't think as much of a failure. Here, he knows it's a solo play. He's going to be like, oh shit, I don't like this, it's solo. And he's scared.
I see what you're saying. So when dealing with someone that is more overthink prone and, like, more scared, you want them to kind of build it up rather than kind of diving in. Like,
exactly. I want them to have reassurance permanently.
Yeah. Interesting. I can see that being a good approach. That's definitely not the approach that I've taken, which makes me think that it's worth to try for sure. Okay, cool. That's good. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, he's playing Pixel here. Everyone hates Pixel.
It's so bad. I hate Pixel.
I hate Pixel.
Pixel is to play life. He should not play life here at all. You play life, you get gap closed on bad pistols, and then you're dead on a Guardian.
Yeah.
That was on me.
Did he smoke? No smoke.
No smoke. And no pure hesitation in his actions right here. Saw that? Every single fight.
Don't smoke me, man. Don't smoke.
Yeah,
it's pure. Yeah, it's pure movement instantly, which is horrible because that tells him that he's scared to die.
You're saying like the dead zone.
Yeah, so he's perma micro movementing or dead zoning. So perma back into cover, or perma movement right after shooting. You know,
I see what you're saying.
He never just shoots because he's so scared to die. He doesn't believe that his aim is gonna get there on time, so he wants to get as many shots off and move as much as he can so that he doesn't die. That's my idea of what he's doing.
Yeah, I see that, and I agree. I guess the takeaway then would be to just open up the angle more and commit to the duel.
I mean, I would say in this case it's the same thing again, where he's like too scared to die and he's an
You're playing
overthinker.
Pixel. Yeah,
you're just an overthinker. He just needs to understand that this is a video game. That if you die, you lose a round, or you just die and then nothing changes, right? You lose a game, nothing changes.
What do you want him to do differently?
I just want him to have freedom and to understand that making mistakes is completely fine.
And does that look like taking this duel like wider, like no pixel?
Yeah, exactly. Like playing these pixels, like are obviously not like good. Like it's not giving him time to kill anyone.
Yeah,
and it's not having a positive effect. What's positive effect is killing the person. So yeah, go wider. And if you whiff or whatever happens, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But you know that if you do nothing and you're permanently scared, you're going to lose the game either way or the round.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that. I think I would have similar takeaways. I think if you are going to play Pixel like this, the whole point is to grab info to use util.
exactly. But he doesn't put the smoke.
He
from
doesn't
B.
put the smoke exactly. Yeah.
But also, I feel this might be controversial, but I feel like the smoke from B is not that good. Why? Because their smokes are down. So that means that anyone that floods from C link or A link can have a deep angle onto the entire line at this moment. So the smoke from B closes, like creates depth for the gun advantage.
I see what you're saying. That's interesting. Especially because the clove is dead. If the clove wasn't dead, yeah. I've never thought about that, but that does make sense. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like playing Heaven when their smokes are down. You don't want to smoke main.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, got it.
It's also like on Haven, mid-side smoke is not good if they don't have flashes.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if they don't have flashes, put normal double smokes, and they have to come on.
Oh my god, that's the thing I see the most on this map. Is no one
mid-side smoke.
Yeah,
turn
no
on.
one knows how to do the short smokes anymore. Like literally no one.
They forget. They literally forget. They just see high elo people put the mid-side smoke.
mid-side
And they're like,
smoke.
okay, let's put it. It's down.
The number one mistake.
That was on me.
Okay, so let's see how this goes after.
Outside B, multiple.
I can't believe that silver just swung like that.
Don't
We
fall,
have to
don't
be in
fall.
diamond
Don't fall.
or lower.
I want one.
I know.
Nice.
Pop heal reposition, sure. 6 rounds over him, 2x.
His spacing's terrible again, by the way.
Yeah, it's because it's going wide right.
Nice.
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 Okay. From a macro perspective, I would say, or like the big picture thing that changed is probably just fighting front B a little more aggro. Personally, I would walk down mid. That would be my personal takeaway, even if it's like worse odds. But I like at the very least that he's front B fighting with his teammate. Dude, our setup is so strange. We have like chamber C instead of the killjoy. I mean, I'm down.
Well, they don't have an issue.
And then
Yeah.
His spacing's bad here again.
Yeah, but he's leaning A side. I don't mind the leaning A sometimes. Okay, one dead here. I would do deep short smoke.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's also canceled his rotate, which I don't love. Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? How much
yeah.
hesitation there
Yeah,
is?
he's hovering, yeah.
I'll do it, okay?
He doesn't know what to do. So that tells me another problem
I'll smoke deep.
Yeah.
about his gameplay. I think from his gameplay, something that's very crucial is that he doesn't really learn from what goes around him. Like he plays around, and I think the only thing he thinks about is taking fights
Hmm.
or his aim, rather than thinking about how he can make his life easier. Because all this amount of confusion, he's in the moment right now. He's like, "Oh, what should I do?" And he's thinking
Right.
about it. And when you're thinking like this, you're wasting time. Basically, that's all you're doing. And he's losing so many opportunities. But it's not. Oh, what should I do? You should already know what to do. How do
I
you know what
agree.
to do based off your experience?
I agree.
I tried this last time. This didn't work. I see people do this, and this always works against me. And if I do it, it always works. But he's just kind of like deciding randomly what to do.
I think that's probably the biggest mistake, or not even a mistake, problems that players have in this game, because most people are mechanics focused, and then they don't have things that they want to try from watching VODs or playing. Like you said, even just things that worked against them. Especially with smokes, I find that people think that they know how to play smokes. They don't know how to play smokes.
Absolutely not.
No one knows how to play smokes. I would say even like high level smokes players don't know how to play smokes. And I say that
No, most of them. Most
most
of
of them don't. They just shoot their gun well.
They just copy the smokes that they see, and that's it.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah. But in terms of a practical takeaway here, so just so chat can kind of follow along here. We want to do deep short smoke for a couple of reasons. Jet spotted this guy early. We see 2 crossing, which means they can't be on the line yet. Deep short smoke lets Killjoy kind of hold this, and then long player falls back, double hold short. That's ideally what happens. Without the smoke, they can't really hold it, which is why he's playing off alarm bot here. So that's kind of the idea. Long smoke here. I mean, okay, so I'm curious on what you think about this long smoke versus bricks smoke.
It's honestly, I wouldn't be worried about long. What I would do, okay, is you see those 2 people going short, right? You
Yes.
know they're trying to go from short, and they're, your jet has a Marshall A, right?
Yes.
So you let the fucking jet hold A long with his Marshall because that's gun advantage, like distance advantage. I don't like a Marshall holding a smoke deep short. Why? Because they can come out from both sides. So and he doesn't have that depth with his scope. So I feel like that fight with the smoke is kind of ass. So what I would do is I can do that smoke short, but I wouldn't want Jet to fight long. I wouldn't want Jet to fight short. He goes long, and I put like a closer smoke, right, like closer to the mollies rather than the deep one. Yeah, right there, exactly. I block that choke off. That confirms Killjoy kill because they don't have any util for that, and they can't kill him because of the mollies. So then after that, that causes a freeze on the enemy team, obviously. So therefore, then you just go back B and hold the chamber loot.
Interesting.
They can't hit A without a jet. They can't.
Yeah. Okay. So your framework of decision making is way more detailed than I typically give for my clients. So maybe I'll back up. I'll back up a little bit because I think number one, I would agree with what you said. Like once the jet's dead, you stall with the short smoke. It's very unlikely they actually commit unless like someone actually ints.
Their win con is the lurk.
Yeah, yeah. So you play for the B lurk. My typical framework that I have people do, which works most of the time, is you play somewhere. I call it 80%, but essentially it's just fast rotate play style. But you play somewhere in the middle of the map. Let's just say somewhere in the circle. You rotate to first sign of life. So in this case, we've got spotted A, and then you over rotate. And then if they end up like not hitting, you just go for a reclear. It's riskier, but I streamline it that way so people don't have to think about it.
But also something I like to think about as well. When people don't know how to lurk, right? People think when they lurk, they have a timing. If Chambers hears everyone, okay, the short players will call the rotate. Say, oh, 2 people rotating off B. Like they're gonna say that, right? Enemy team.
Sure.
So Chambers, that's mid's gonna think he has a timing. So he's not gonna clear anything when he goes in B. So you just play a corner in B, kill him for free. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right in a higher lobby game. I think.
You think they would still clear the corners in low?
No. Not that they would clear. I think that in over 10 games or 20 games or 100 games, the lower elo would benefit from just going for a straight reclear in A rather than going for the B lurk.
Yeah, but also the thing is on the reclear, you have to make the people that are A with you reclear it. And most of the time they don't listen.
Okay, yeah. So you're thinking about it in terms of high percentages. I'm thinking about it in terms of like solo agency. What I mean by that is I would want my client to understand that reclearing A solo is actually maybe not optimal, but go for it anyways because everyone's a brick in this rank. That's kind of the thought process. But
also something I don't like about your reclear though is they're not gonna go back B. Big chance not. They're just gonna like do nothing. People when they get canceled by their entry dying, they love to just sit there and do nothing, right? So if you reclear into a freeze, that's pretty bad, in my opinion.
I agree.
What you do?
Yes. Go ahead.
So, yeah, but so here, like you either lean A link and you hold the B lurk, right, or play an off angle on B and you just hold B. The lean is probably the best option because you're in between two. You can just smoke B and then you can just also here you smoke short. Right? Think about it. Smoke short, cancel that. You cause the freeze. You smoke from B, that causes the other lurk, and now boom, they're both in the freeze state. And then after the round is frozen, and then after they have to reclear with futile, and then you know exactly where they're gonna hit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would say maybe my rebuttal to this would be in the situation that they do end up canceling, and they go into the chamber, and they have to play retake C. I hate.
Well, that's why I would
retake.
play B. That's why I would play B. I would just smoke from B and literally play B. Yeah, literally.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
And
that's
I wouldn't smoke anything on A. Big chance I could smoke short if I want to cause a freeze, and I wouldn't smoke B. I would just kill the guy from B.
What happens if you smoke short, you play for the B lurk, it never happens, and then they continue A and take the site? You're
I mean,
okay
it's obvious.
It's
actually obvious. Your teammates are gonna stay on A. Like do well. Like Killjoy will stay short. So what's gonna happen is like by the time I put my smoke short, I have another one. I can just smoke short again, and then they have a crossfire with the turret. They don't have a dash. They have like one Reyna blind. They have dart. They don't have drone. And I have Reyna, Jet, Killjoy. I think the chances are pretty good. And I'll probably get there on time. I'll just stay B. I'll reclear at some point, like B on the lurk, and then that's it. And after I reclear B after a certain time, then I'm chilling.
Okay, interesting. I guess I ask because I try and not give my players the power of holding the site because I want my player to be on the site holding it. Going back to the solo agency thing, you're kind of calculating the odds of how good our teammates are to some extent to actually be able to successfully hold A after killing Jet and having the Killjoy setup. Which like
the only thing I'm worried about is the lurk. Like I feel like the only way they win is by the lurk, literally.
Yeah. Okay. I have the opposite thought. I have the thought that as long as we hold down A and we kill everyone, the lurk is useless. And
yeah, right. But that's if they hit A, but they won't hit A because they don't have an entry.
Okay.
They're frozen.
So hence the reclear. I think my approach to the rounds are higher risk because it leans on higher agency, where yours is maybe more. I don't want to say filling in the gaps because I don't think that's accurate. But you're playing like more percentages of like, okay, I have the Killjoy set up A, I have the Jet A. They already got the opening kill. Jet's dead. And the only way we lose a round is because of the lurk, because our A setup should be good at this point. And the thing is, like, I agree with you that that makes logical sense. I think in practice, I would imagine, and I could be wrong on this, I would imagine over-rotating A and just playing for the A hold would net more round wins than playing for the B lurk. Or I would say anyone below Immortal 3, maybe, even.
Yeah, but what if they do this, right?
Okay.
Let's say the chamber has a lurk B right now. Okay,
Okay. Yes.
he's in B. They're just freezing and you do nothing, right? You it's either you get lurked on from behind because then chambers can be like, oh, don't move, let me lurk, right? And they either run back B and they get B for free, right? And then you're in a 4v5 post plant on B, or you reclear A, which is into a 1v4. Like it's kind of a 1v3 on A. It's kind of ass, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the chances of those fights at all. The most confirmed fight for sure is playing a corner and killing the chamber, and then fast rotating to A, because hitting A takes a bit. It literally takes a bit.
Yeah.
You gotta have time to rotate from B. So I don't like the reclear because you know they're gonna be frozen, and it allows the possibility of them just hiding and doing nothing, and chamber gets his timing.
Yeah. You basically just don't want to give them any options.
Exactly. I if they hit A, there's a big chance it ends up into like a the worst case scenario. Think about it. It's they go 2 for 2, and then you're 2v3. It's not bad.
Okay. Well, I don't think that's worst case scenario.
you
Worst
kill
case
the
scenario,
lurk.
they go 0 for 2.
You think they go? I don't think they can go 0 for 2 without a jet dash.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I
It's
don't think it's likely, but I think if we're acknowledging worst case scenario, they go 0 for 2.
Yeah.
And I think I tend to overcompensate for worst case scenario because, again, with the idea of solo agency, is if they are ending up to going A, I want to be A, and acknowledge that there will be a gap B, and then in the future rounds potentially adapt my thought process on how I deal with lurks in the future. I like to kind of subscribe to the idea of like bite on the first fake or the first lurk or whatever, and like continue over rotating and see how much you can get away with. Kind of like a poker type of mindset where you aren't expecting them to play perfect, but you're kind of just like, I guess.
But also here, if this is a decent lobby, right, you can just ask Reyna to hold the B line.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then you commit the
And
A
then you
lurk
just
yourself.
play it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
probably
just
best
take care
case.
of it yourself.
That's like the best of both worlds with what we're both thinking of, I think.
Yep. Let me restart. Every time you pause, I have to restart it.
Really?
Yeah, you're good now.
That's
You see, so Reyna's dead from short, literally cooked. Can't
Yeah.
do anything.
Okay.
It's frozen again.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
good now. We're good. We're good.
Okay,
We're good.
I need to stop pausing.
And now deep short smoke. And now chamber's there. You know the both are there. Now you just chill. You push through short smoke. You flank long. GG well played.
Love it. One.
That's
Oh, what the fuck?
They threw the shock here. Just threw some bullets. Okay, round's over though. Okay, overall, I think the approach of the round was mostly fine though. Like we basically B started over rotated A, and we did end up doing the better short smoke. I'm glad.
But also, what I like to do is always ask for numbers. I'm like, did you hear chamber on A? I ask my teammates, and they say yes, then
Yeah.
round's over. You know, there's 5A. How are they gonna win the round without their jet?
It's always hard to get out of teammates calm sometimes, even though that's the better standard to have. Okay, let's see. B start here. Again, same thing. Probably fight window.
Now he plays it because Reyna plays it. Not bad.
Yeah,
He's pre-aiming that thing.
he's a little late. 'Cause it looks like a default. One spotted A, one spotted C.
Yeah,
He
bad
just
smokes.
Yeah, he burned both of his
Also,
smokes.
it's his chamber's fault. It's not even his fault. Because chamber said CCCC as if they're hitting C.
Yeah, I kind of disagree though, in the sense that we saw smokes at the start on A.
See.
He calls C and then we see Clove here. So like right now he should be minimap mode.
No, but also like think about it. If you hear chamber say CCC, you're not staring on your minimap anymore. You're pressing your button and then you're looking at your iPad instead of the map.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
That timing was like awkward.
Your iPad though, I guess my point being is I see this question mark. I see the start. I don't fully disagree. Like because we
Like now you
Trust
see
the
a
call.
question mark. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
do see a question mark on the iPad.
yeah. It's just ideally we can identify the default because we are doing nothing on B essentially. Like we are playing rotate. Our whole job is to read minimap. So if you can't read the minimap well, then what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'd be thinking of here. Yeah, as soon as this jet spotted, we know it's a default. We kind of have to pick a fight to take. Oh, he's kind
Yeah,
of in the
B,
middle.
especially the B. The
Yeah,
B's
yeah.
B gap.
B gap, commit C to kind of go for a re-clear or go garage fight. Literally anything, I think.
I would like to go walk down garage to mid.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Reaggress that
Come on,
jet.
fuck this shit.
Wow, this guy actually
Yeah,
commits C though.
second.
Out, out.
No, Jet
Yeah,
cross.
because they got the lurk.
Yeah. This man is struggling.
Go back again.
Yeah.
Let him see. Out.
Did you
Shut
see
all
that?
the smoke.
There?
Fuck
You
this
see,
shit.
see what I mean by overthinking?
You're saying he's like
He has a
moving?
free kill on Reyna.
Let him see.
It's eco,
Out,
right? They don't
out.
have
No,
armor.
Jet cross.
So double one more body shot, he's dead. But instead of taking the kill on the Reyna, with
He's
the
moving
main
too
smoke,
much.
Fuck this shit.
he leaves instantly because he's so scared.
I see what you're
Let him
saying.
see.
You want him to
Out,
commit
out.
that duel
No,
basically.
Jet cross.
Yeah, because he's dead, but
It's
he doesn't
quick.
think that he can kill anyone because of how unconfident he is in his mechanics / aim.
It's kind of like he's playing the gun duels like he has an op. Like take a shot, leave. Take a shot, leave.
Yeah, exactly. But he's just trying to be perfect. Like people have the perfection mentality where like they don't want to make mistakes, but the thing is like you will always make mistakes.
Mm,
That's just life. And he thinks he won't make any, but by doing this, he already makes 10 billion of them.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's the same idea of playing Pixel. You don't like give yourself
Exactly.
the opportunity to like actually get kills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What perfection is literally you believing in yourself and you committing to what you think is right, in my opinion.
I can see that. I think from a routing perspective, the thing I would change is also just go plat again. That's just the biggest thing that stands out to me. As soon as Chamber dies,
But I
I'm-
think mid-side smoke down. Mid-side
Fuck
smoke
the
goes
smoke.
down. He doesn't
Fuck
have time
this
to go
shit.
plat, really. Oh, he does right
yeah,
now.
he does. Yeah,
Let him see.
I
Out,
agree.
out.
This
Just
fight, I
cross.
hate it.
I hate Logs fight.
Also, there's a big problem with the decay. The decay's ass because you know that he's 1 HP, so the decay doesn't do anything.
yeah. I see what you're saying. You might as well just go
So
for the
like
swing.
the fact that he's just throwing util means he's just panicking and he just wants to like not
Close,
die.
close.
Yeah,
And people always pull out util when they're not confident.
I can agree with that. I think the easiest ROI change is getting this guy the flood plat. Discord stream still fucking
But
up, by the
also,
way.
no, we're good. But also, I feel like if he's just confident in the choice of going logs and he believes that it's gonna work and he does it and commits to it,
It can
then it's
work
fine.
out. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
The fact that he doesn't commit to that choice and hesitates on it is bad.
I see. I can agree with
What
that.
is he?
Nothing. Never mind.
Right there, he's overthinking his cross
No, no.
placement again.
He really doesn't commit any duels though.
Yeah, no, you see that? He's
Yeah, that's
very
kind of the
much scared.
problem. We need one of these kills to open up some space.
He needs to understand that he
Nothing,
needs to do
nothing.
something.
Never mind.
Yeah.
He's so scared.
Out, out, over.
And.
Staying alive is maybe more viable if he had like double backside smokes. Yeah, he is getting pinned.
Pure overthinking. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't know what the right action is. He's just perma deciding in the moment, causing him so much time lapse in his judgment.
Yeah, the whole goal on this flood essentially is to win this duel on the left. I mean,
Yeah.
at the very least,
Nothing.
at least he didn't die so fast.
Out, out,
That's
over.
like decent,
no.
but the fact that the smokes fade and we haven't got a kill yet makes it kind of scary.
Yeah. But also, like we said, right? Nobody's gonna fucking scale logs ever. Because they're too scared of dying from plat. They're too scared of dying from CT. So they're always gonna go through the middle. And if there's no spawn smoke, if it goes down, the guy's middle won't go through because he's scared of dying from spawn. So this entire time, if he just lives, he's in a frozen spot. And it's literally he's vibing.
You're saying you want him to tuck closer?
Yeah, well basically what I'm saying is he can't die from logs. And the mid-side smoke's about to go down, and the spawn smoke's about to go down. How
Mhm.
long they stalled this hit.
Right.
It's about to go down in like 3 seconds, so you just stay there and do nothing. And you're literally chilling. You do this crossfire, you're happy. You
Yeah.
can also do that if he's scared. But the thing is, that's the problem when I said where they don't learn from their mistakes. He would know this because the other round he made the same mistake, but he just doesn't learn from his mistakes at all. He just played as a play. I don't know why.
I think
He's just worried about his aim and his fucking shots.
I think most people don't learn during the game of. I think most people learn.
Oh yeah, they
by
don't. Yeah,
Yeah, I think they.
I don't know. I always learn from the previous round permanently.
Yeah, yeah. So I
That's what I
think
do.
that's the difference between fast learners and I think typical normal players, like average players. Like I would probably categorize you as a fast learner. Like most people that just play the game getting the radiant, because like the superpower is like reflecting and learning on a round by round basis. I think most people learn on like a block by block basis where they play like 3 games and they like learn like 1 or 2 things.
Yeah, that's very much possible.
Which is like way slower. Like, because like think about it. Like in the moment, this guy's like he's not even thinking about all of this stuff. So like he's thinking more about like oh
No,
fuck
he's
I
thinking
died.
about, should I fight this or not? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck, I
exactly,
win.
exactly. Yeah. So you really only learn, I think, by like going back and watching a replay and be like, oh, like what the fuck? Like I'm in this pinch right now. Like what can I do differently? If they even do that in the first place, which they probably don't, which is hence why they reach out for coaching. But I think it's like a learning process approach problem in that sense, where I think us as coaches, we can't expect these players to learn from each round's mistake unless it's something that they've dealt with before in a previous game and be like,
But do you
oh,
think
like that
by-
reminded me.
Do you
Right.
think by telling them that you should learn after every round and you should try to pay attention if you can and remember as much as you can would help them, or it's just kind of useless because they don't have that fast learning skill?
I personally think it is an ideal that we'd want to put on them, but it's probably useless because if they were capable of doing it, I feel like they would already be doing
Already
that.
do it, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of true.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I would say I think about it. Let's keep going. I hate playing that spot though. Like on the sea flood. You'll always catch me.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it as long as you commit to the fight.
Yeah, I'm just bad on it. That's the thing. I don't like those angles. This guy's just legit aiming in between arena.
I don't know what he's doing. Here his spacing's horrendous, and here he has a free kill on Silva, but he gives it up again.
Yeah, because he wants to smoke.
pushing B side.
Probably needed to do a side smoke there.
Run in.
See that? Per
Yeah.
instant util?
Yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of just shooting.
Yeah.
One garage.
Yeah, obviously the thing we've talked about here are the double hold window.
It's always the same. It's literally always the
yeah,
same.
it's the same. In terms of patterns. It looks like he's trying to smoke off contact. Is that what I'm seeing? What is he
no
smoking?
clue.
Did he hear garage?
I don't know. I feel like he's just hesitating nonstop.
Oh, yeah, he heard garage window smoke, I guess. He wanted to counter. Here, I would probably do side smoke, like something that's not choke, just in case he gets flooded on. What do you think about that?
I feel like no matter what, he's fine. Like you just like do main smoke, you kill the blind, and then you isolate the left because their Jed's like, I don't think he's even here at the moment. He would have already dashed
I see what you're
after that
saying.
kill.
So you're
like, you
okay
just
with kind
isolate.
of just playing this main smoke, okay?
I feel like in this moment, any option is fine as long as you commit to it and you're confident in that decision.
Sure. I can agree with that.
But here you can tell he's contemplating what he should do, and this is why it causes him to look in the wall right there,
Yeah, it's a
and he
little
does
delayed.
nothing. And now he's like, nobody seems to be here, so I'm gonna take my timing.
One garage.
He's able to shoot when he's in the spots, though, when he actually commits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's fine. He
Kills
just
this
doesn't
guy.
believe that he is.
Yeah, and then he commits here, gets the kill.
One garage.
I don't think in general in his like career of Valorant, I don't think there's anything that he's proud of. That's why he plays like this.
That's a big generalization.
I mean that's how I look at like I always question them. I'm like, what have you accomplished that only you can do, that only you understand? And he always tell me, it takes a while, and then they don't find nothing, or they tell me something really bad. Like they say, the other day I won like 3 death matches in a row. Like you see, like that hesitation, that lack of like accomplishment gives them no ego. Like you're confident in your own decisions, and you know you're right because it worked. But he doesn't believe in anything that he has accomplished, causes him to like have so little confidence. He doesn't look at it this way. For me, the fact that he was able to track on the Reyna earlier proves to myself, that would prove to me that I'm good at aiming. But he doesn't. He's like, I only got 2. Like he's so depressed. That's how I look at it. That's his personality, and I want him to be proud of himself.
I see.
That's how he would become more confident.
That's
like a mentality aspect.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're trying to highlight
The good things about yourself.
positive feedback
permanently.
more than negative
Exactly.
feedback. Yeah.
Like every day, I'm proud of something of myself, and that builds my ego. That's why I'm such an egotistical motherfucker.
I would say most Valorant players are, to be fair.
Exactly. Most
yeah.
Valorant players at the top are so egotistical, and that's what makes them decent at the game, to a certain extent.
It also is what caps them, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. We love this A-Link position. I'd be curious. Like, I would ask him of like, who have you watched that plays A-Link like this? That would be my question.
B-Smoke's okay.
Yeah, B-Smoke's fine. I would probably smoke
Mid-side
Garage,
smoke is
though.
bad. Yeah, Garage is not good because they're running it down. So like by the time you smoke Garage, they're already gonna be.
No. I wouldn't do door. I would do some weird shit like this.
I would just do halls, and then when you smoke halls, it causes a freeze.
Yeah, that's true.
Or it causes a overcommitment through the smoke, and this causes this triple crossfire from long default in UCT, or it causes a reaction into window, and then that causes a good fight for you.
You can get like a
That's my
freebie.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I agree. Hall smoke is really good against C-splits. I also like log smoke if you lose timing. But I wouldn't
This
mind
mid-side
smoking
smoke, nobody
on top
can
of
play
that.
off it.
Yeah.
And in here, I don't like this how long he took to rotate.
Yeah.
Here in this moment, you know how you said never play for the lurk,
Yeah.
always commit to that rotation.
Right.
He didn't do that, and this cost him the round because here you're holding for the lurk that didn't happen, and you're letting these two guys be on an island, and you can't play off them. So now you're being put in a position where you're 3v4 retake, which you're not gonna win.
I
and
agree.
It's just fucked.
Him holding the B lurk would be more viable if he smoked tunnel. Like freeze.
Yeah, exactly. If it causes a freeze, then
yeah.
holding the lurk is good. But
agree.
he didn't cause the freeze, so he can't hold the lurk.
Yep. I agree. Play for the C hold.
Also, you know that middle of the garage smoke. I like it. You put it and you just go in garage window and you jump.
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of
You
it.
take the
Like,
timing.
You slowly
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
your teammates are fighting. 2 of them are fighting. So that means when they're swinging through the smoke, they're looking at your teammates and not you. Therefore, you have your timing to drop down.
Yeah. I mean, it lines up well on this line right here. That's essentially what the
As
smoke
well,
is for.
it's fucking
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I feel like most people that play this game don't know how to play smokes because like they don't think about the creative options. They just do standard.
But the thing
just-
is, smokes, you have so much control on the macro.
you do.
They don't know
but
that.
They don't know that. Yeah. They just like rehearse like, oh shit, I see people do mid-side smoke.
Miss shot.
We kill drop? Yeah. Well, don't go. Yeah, we should win here.
Giving it one on this common angle. It's
Yeah.
diagonal.
You want to go more left?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would say that.
Because it
too.
causes them a wide swing, and then that's just a disadvantage.
Side's clear. Should go to jet, no? Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well played. Well played.
Okay. I think the biggest thing there is he doesn't know how to react against C splits when he's playing B. That should be like,
Yeah, that goes back to
Control
the
C,
same thing where I
Control
say
V.
you don't learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And that goes to the same thing.
I think my takeaway, so your takeaway is learning from mistakes. I think most people aren't capable of learning from that because they don't see it as a mistake. So I think,
Exactly. But I mean, like, what I do usually when I coach these people, I tell you, okay,
yeah,
did you feel like you had good impact? Did you feel like what you did made your life easier? Or can you think of any alternatives that could make you have a better chance of winning the round other than do what you just did? That's what I asked them.
okay.
And then I list the possible options of what they could have done and what they think about it. And usually they find the path to the easy option.
Yeah. I think that is a good, that is typically the best approach to coaching is trying to let them find the solution. Yeah, that's good. See, we have ult here. Wow, he's already holding for a B smoke.
Yeah, that's bad. No spacing, no trade here.
Yeah.
This is good.
I do like this.
Good.
What do you think about going right side here? Getting the kill go right? Is that too good?
Not good. Not good. Because
agree?
people like to go bunny to pull out their gun to go in the smoke.
I see what you're saying.
If you go on the right,
Oy,
they
my
jump
God.
into your body and they spam you because they get stuck.
Yeah, I see. I'm so biased towards overheating there.
No, he should have. He should have. Absolutely.
I would take
But he's too scared to do that. And in here, he has to take timing, yeah, like you
Yeah.
said, but he's scared to do it.
Yeah.
Now he does it, but it's too late because someone's probably graffiti.
You got lucky.
No, there's someone graffiti.
Oh, no, there's a
Has
guy
to be.
there. Yeah, damn. Well, he actually walked out so far, this guy didn't shoot him.
Mhm.
It just goes back to the early round, I suppose.
What?
Bad spacing there, no trade, and then
We need to
gets a
fight
good
this guy.
timing, good play, but just doesn't commit to it. And also,
Yeah.
the moment you see Reyna, you know they're going A, so you just instantly run A. Because Reyna should be hitting rushing B together. Reyna, Chamber,
Oy,
Clove,
my-
run, knife out to A. The lurk doesn't matter because they're going to commit, you know? You can't cause a freeze, so you have to rotate.
I think
Yeah.
on this frame, it's not obvious to go A because we still have the A line.
But
That's
also, something that's sus to me is the fact that you only see Sova, and he's the first one in this contact in the smoke.
Yeah,
So that tells you that they were not actually committing.
I think
They're just faking.
your conclusion is valid at higher ranks. I think that conclusion at lower ranks doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, it's really, you have to, for me, I always look for numbers and what agents.
Like agents, yes. I do the same.
Yes, I always look at agents.
I do the same. But I think that's a takeaway that is reserved for a Model 3 Plus, I would say.
Probably,
like,
yeah.
like, because realistically, there's like, below that, I mean, Silva's going in first in the smoke because his teammates are baiting or some shit.
But
But
the
yeah,
thing is you don't see a trade nor a spam after you kill Silva. You know there's nobody else. You just know. There was no attempt for a trade ever.
in a Model 3 Plus, I'd agree. Yeah. I think drawing those type of conclusions can be dangerous in the lower ranks just because they don't know to do XYZ thing like the enemy players.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I would say to that. I would say the rotate to A is more obvious when we lose the A line. Hence this kill here. That this is probably where I would knife out,
Oy, my bad.
which he doesn't.
أو اثنين
Gonna
Yeah.
Also,
You find Jet, so that means all three are A. You
Yep,
confirmed
yep,
it on
yep.
the mini map.
Yep, yep. And then here he had to take his timing, but because he rotated too slow, just
Doesn't
instantly.
have it anymore.
Taking the timings like that is also really important as a smokes player. But let's see, what do we do here? FK link.
Also, I don't like the fact that he's leaning A side all the time whenever they had never hit A.
That's a good point.
Like it's been like 8 rounds.
You might as
already.
well just
Should
play
already
neutral on B.
drawn up that conclusion.
Yeah.
North B.
ايمن
Wow.
one pushing up man بريفير الله يكسر يده.
He loves this mid-side smoke.
There's no smoke. The smoke's there.
والله مستحيل
Now
يا
you just
رجال.
commit to
شاط
this.
عن سلوك
Swinging
كان
through is
في
fine
المباراة.
because you need to isolate.
Yeah.
You have to hold the smoke. He's not ready for it.
He's still one though. Back
اه
side.
يسك الجار.
Yeah, he's
من
fine.
واحد
Yeah.
The fact that he isolated short was good.
What do you think about this
Allah
mid-side
يكسر.
smoke here? I feel like I would have done a
Has
deeper
to,
smoke.
has to.
Why is mid-side better
Because
than
it's-
short?
ايمن
Because he has to isolate his gunfights. Everyone's dead.
pushing up,
So
man.
the only way he wins this hold is by isolating.
So you're saying the mid-side smoke allows him to isolate because it covers his back from long, or what do you mean by isolate?
Exactly. So you can swing through it, isolate short.
Yeah.
You can play in it, isolate short, walk in, or long walk in.
Yeah.
This also causes dispersion as well. The short player can't scale because he's scared of the smoke. The
Right.
long player can't really go in the short smoke because they don't want to die to that smoke, usually. But some can go in, and you're usually gonna play in it. And it's gonna take so long to go from long into the short smoke, clear the short smoke, and then swing through into graffiti. So this dispersion of time causes you to be able to isolate the jet that stashes in, and then shift towards the right into the corner of graffiti. You have that much time if you do it properly.
Yeah.
It just causes all of this hesitation, which is why I like it in this moment.
I guess it goes back to like the high rank takeaway. I feel like kind of like what we were saying earlier, most people don't know how to play smokes. Most people use the mid-side smoke, but they don't know how to play around it or use it properly. So I guess from my perspective, because I think it's simpler, I try and like lean on simplicity, and then level up into complexity. So from what I see here, our chamber died pretty deep short. So I would go for a more standard short smoke because it's easier to hold a short smoke than it is to play around a mid-side smoke.
Yeah, but also think about it, right? They're absolutely going to commit because that's the anchor, right? So if you play short smoke, you're going to get into a 2v1, Silva / Senti, that goes short all the time. And the rest of them are 3 long, right? So if you do fight forward, you're into a 2v1, that's awkward, plus a drone. If you stay short, the drone clears you, plus you get dashed on and flashed on. So like, I feel like those odds of fights are really hard.
I see what you're saying. Because the drone is there, you're saying the short smoke is less valuable.
It's ass. It's you're gonna be caught in it because the drone ends at the top of short.
Yes.
So it clears that smoke.
Whereas with the mid-side smoke, you can get cover.
And also, let's say you stay short, Cubby. He drones the smoke. You go in it. Yes, you get the kill on chamber, but you can't come back out of it. Why? On
They're
the back
alone.
because they're already out. If you go forward, you fight Silva, and that's kind of a disadvantage. But that's still not a bad fight. That's the best case scenario. But then there's also the chance that you get spammed from behind.
Yeah. If you have a shorty, then
That's why I
guess
don't like the odds. I always look at odds.
Interesting. That's like, I guess, with the assumption that they do drone short, which is a viable assumption to make. Okay. I see it. I see the mid-side smoke being way more optimal here. He doesn't even play it that bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, he timing the drone here, he gets his kill, reset, and obviously he isolates this one.
I think
Okay, I'm down. I like it. I like it.
يسك الجار. من واحد
I love the A-hold.
اسمع الجامبر رسمي تعطيني اوبا بيك.
This is where I'd start getting upset at the fact that he hasn't held windows with his teammate once.
He just does the same mistake every round. Now he smokes it, he's gonna hold it the entire round when even if they take garage or anything,
Yeah.
he's never gonna play in it.
I'm gonna go be in.
They're gonna take garage or go A or something,
Yeah, I'm
something like that, and he's not gonna do anything about it.
It's kind of the same idea of being able be willing to leave gaps, especially because there's a trip here. I would just smoke and leave.
Also, mid-side smoke is bad here. He should smoke entrance
I'm gonna go
garage
B.
so that Reyna can easily hold it
Yeah,
and
I'm
Killjoy
like
doesn't die to anything from behind.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Or he re-smokes from B so that they don't get alert timing. And he can rotate freely without getting killed from mid. Those two are good too. He just
Yeah.
goes with Grena and Garage Window, good spacing, double trade on the grass player, and also the possibility of just drop, fight with Killjoy if they actually do
I
hit
see what you're saying.
C.
And then if they smoke
Like
it, you
here,
can just double up.
yeah, and
anyways.
if they just do go B, that's fine because they're gonna have to hit a trip.
Mhm.
They have to break the trip, and then that causes delay. That causes them to not be able to run it down into behind you because they don't have a timing. So then after you can just Reyna, let's go fight B guy, and then boom 2v1.
Let's back up a little bit because I think most players don't come to these conclusions.
I just well, it's the same thing. I just go odds. I just
Yeah,
go with
yeah.
my odds.
So
Straight up, nail,
like round start here, like we gotta go with what we see first. So what do we see? I mean, we see jet window. Okay,
So it's a default, obviously,
dart,
or a B
yeah.
rush. That's why the smoke is
Yep.
good here. He
Yep.
did it fine.
I agree. The smoke. We have A line.
It's a Marshall. And Marshall confirms that it's not a rush. Drone
Yep.
confirms that it's not a
Yeah,
rush.
so we see this drone here. So that was the dart. So it feels like a default. So against the default, typically my advice is to contest space. So chances are they probably don't go through a B commit. So reposition garage
Exactly.
here.
So that's why you reinforce garage. Yeah, exactly.
Reinforce garage, or for some reason you go and pick up A line, which doesn't really make sense here.
No, because you have double A line here, so you're chilling.
Yeah, so garage probably is the best play here. Unless you're a psycho and you walk through the mid smoke.
Two outside B.
Yeah, that's why I'm fine with him
Okay.
holding it for a bit. But
I'm gonna go be into
if they don't do it by now, then it's going to be garage pressure into a B lurk. and
Especially
here you
when
go
Jet
by odds.
does. Yeah.
Exactly, right? And here we go by your odds that you talked
Yeah,
about,
but
right?
yeah.
The lurk is less of a problem than everyone dying in garage.
Mm-hmm.
So
You do good there.
now you move because that was a lurk. And now here you be careful of the CT push because of the
Yep,
clove,
yep.
please. Now he's like isolating himself.
Nice.
Okay.
He's going a little too early.
Can I break the wall?
We'll get there though.
Nice.
Okay. I think my biggest advice to this guy is to try and like be more aware or like more intentional with what fights he's taken. I don't think he's aware of that.
هم يدرون
I feel like,
It does-
I feel like he's just trying to be too aware about what makes his mechanics bad. He's trying too hard to find a solution for that, and then that causes him to overthink about his mechanics, rather than focusing on what can make his life easier. Because if you know you're making the good choices, right?
Your fights are
You
just
know
better.
you know what you're doing is right. You know you're gonna be fine, and you know what's good, what's bad. Then that's gonna make you even more confident. You know,
I
how are you supposed to
agree.
be confident at chess if you don't understand chess? You know, you don't know anything. But someone that doesn't really play much chess but understand, like he read the book about the logic of the game, that already gives him an ounce of confidence because he feels like he understands a bit. But if the fact he's only focusing on his mechanics causes him to tunnel vision on mechanics, which is not the root cause of anything nor the root solution of anything.
And are you saying this because you know that he is focused on his mechanics, or are you implying that based on his
I'm implying
gameplay?
it. I'm implying it.
I
Just
see.
based off, look, go forward a bit
Okay.
and look at how he kills a chamber, okay?
والله
This round?
سوالف.
Yeah, this round.
40
You'll see it.
I'm not testing.
Oh no, it's round after before that. I don't
Round
know.
after?
Round before that. Yeah, the round where he won on C.
Oh, the spray on the
Yeah,
kid.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Look at how he lines up his fight.
Yeah, you're saying he's pre-aiming. He paused for a second.
Yeah, so yeah. I see him on the minimap. I will pre-aim and swing with full velocity. That's his thought
Right.
process right there.
I see.
That's the most useless thing you can think about. Because this doesn't change anything. What changes the round / your potential to win the round is every other decision. But he's busy thinking about his mechanics, obviously, because you can see that he stopped to think about it. To think about how I'm going to approach this gunfight. You can tell he's so tunnel vision on trying to become a better mechanics player when it doesn't matter.
Can I break
I would maybe have a little bit of a pushback here in the sense that there's no other thing that's important here in the 3v1.
Well, obviously, yeah, but it's more so the fact that in general, that's what he's been doing.
I see what you're saying.
When you
When
see,
it's a
when you
pattern.
see him hold with Reyna mid, you can tell that he's thinking about what to hold and how to hold it rather than acting, you know? So he's very insecure about his mechanics and he's trying really hard to think about it, to find a solution, to be confident in it, but it's not working out.
Mm,
Does that make sense?
yeah, it makes sense. I guess I would be curious on making such statements if I haven't asked the player, because it could be a case of where he just has very little game sense. And
Well, the thing is, if he had very little game sense, he wouldn't know how to rotate. He would always be looking at the ground and he wouldn't know how to play Haven. Obviously, he's been playing this game for a bit. because he's a decent rank. Like what? He's probably diamond plat, right? And that's not a bad rank, like not at all. So like I know he knows the game. If
To some
that's the
extent.
case, yeah, to some extent, right? Not as much as us, but you know the game. If you don't know the game, then you're hard stock bronze silver. So he knows the game. He's been playing for a bit because he knows how to put smokes. He knows the mid-side smoke, and he knows to play his life, which is something that a lot of like low people don't know. You know, so these small little hints of him understanding the game proves to me that he's been playing for a bit.
I think, how do I say this? I think two things can be true in the sense that I think he can have the game sense to know how to do these certain smokes, but not have the micro game sense to know how to rotate on this timing or to take this risk or those things. Because like I would,
Well, also think about it, right? He's been doing a good job at being worried about the lurk. That's some high level shit. A lot of people don't give a fuck about the lurk and they just run it down to the rotation, you know? And they don't even know a lurk exists. But for his level, the fact that he's always worried about the fact that, oh, here in this moment, I don't have a trip B, I need to hold. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Even when his teammates were dying C, instead of trying to help them, he was holding window/B lurk.
Yeah, okay. So I think what I hear is that you're giving the player you're watching credit for potentially having the information to make certain decisions based on other decisions. Like if they have this skill set or this tendency, then they should have this other knowledge or tendency.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I would say, and then that's why you're drawing the conclusion that it's mechanics.
He's tunnel vision on his mechanics.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I would be careful personally on that thought process because there's a chance that that is true or not true. And in the version that is not true, it's, I guess, advice or perspective that is not helpful to this person specifically. But there is a person with this exact same, I guess, version of their gameplay that does have that problem, which goes back to kind of.
But also, like, do you see how like well he's thinking deeply about how to use his crosser placement? Do you remember when Reyna was stuck in the corner in B?
Yeah.
Like when he was trying to plant the
behold
bomb.
here. This one?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like very early round. Yeah, this one. That's fucking a great shot. Like that's a great read. You know he's stuck. You know exactly how he's gonna swing, and he positions it perfectly. To me, that's someone that knows the game really well. That's like something that's a big confidence boost. But then you see how this is really good, right? And he gets kills, but he's trying to make it even deeper. You know what I mean? He's trying to make it even better than that. He's trying to make them carry even harder when this is already great, and he forgets to think about other things. That's my view on it.
Yeah, I agree with the general direction you're going in the sense that his mental stack could include other things, given that his mechanics are at a level that's fine.
Like, I like the fact that he's thinking about how to line it up, even though it's unnecessary and bad. But it's the fact that he's able to do that tells me that he's an intentional player and that he's kind of smart. He's just focusing on the wrong thing that he doesn't know that's a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Do you see a lot of Immortals hold that Reyna in a corner with that much confidence?
It depends on the role, honestly.
Yeah, right. But obviously, if we look at a statistical standpoint, that fight you 100% of the time win it.
Sure.
So like that's what I mean about it. Like, he's so confident in those micro decisions, especially when it revolves holding an angle.
I hear that.
انا ببيك الراوند ذاك يلا سوي لك بريفاير.
Interesting this guy submitted an 8-2 VOD, by the way.
This smoke's good, by the way. I like it.
Yeah, I agree. Counter the dart.
They're going to C-split because they're so desperate.
I see it from the perspective of just countering util. So, like, this dart comes in, you just nullify it. It's kind of like a scent. When they dart bot mid, you smoke mid one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think about it here.
Like, I like this.
Yeah, I think it's good. Staying on B is fine too because they're not going to commit.
Outside B.
Exactly. That causes a freeze, so this is really good.
Yeah. That player dies, but we still have the line.
Very good fight.
Okay, personally, I smoke
See how
from
he's
B
aware
here
of the
and
lurks all the time.
Yeah.
He's always aware of them.
I see what you're saying. Like, he clears this well.
He clears this very well.
Yeah.
Like, that tells me he's actually smart. He's not a random player that doesn't know what he's doing. Absolutely not.
So
If you're random, you would have rotated.
which is why you're drawing the conclusion that he's thinking too much about mechanics. I can see that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. In terms of next best play at this point, I would personally maybe advise smoke front B.
Exactly.
Walk
Yeah.
A side?
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah. Would you lean A
Smoke
here?
front B with A side.
Yeah,
because
okay.
we have C-line. They can't hit garage. Why? Because we froze garage hit. Garage hit through dry like this without a drone is very unlikely. And
Pretty
I'm
hard.
not opposed to it. We're just gonna play odds, like you said, right? I'm more scared of people going A than going garage in this moment.
Yeah, I agree.
I only shot. Oh, anti.
هذا كلوب والله
Here's a
عايش.
rotate.
وإيش ذا؟
40 clove.
See, he's scared of the flank
Oh, no,
again.
no,
so
no,
like-
Yeah,
no.
he doesn't like to commit his rotates.
Mhm.
Just a fundamental different viewpoint, I guess,
no, no,
on
no.
the game.
Nice.
His Reyna's going
The
nuclear
kid's
though.
good here because I'm inside smoke.
Yeah.
That's bad.
One in.
Nice.
How would you say you should have won that?
Both unknown.
The preem's kind of bad,
One in,
right?
one in, huh? One in.
Nice.
Both
In
unknown.
the smoke. Play
Yeah,
edge
yeah,
smoke.
yeah.
Well,
One in.
yeah, if you could tell, I don't know if you can tell, but he's sound whoring right now
Both unknown.
Why do you say
One in,
that?
one in, huh?
Off
One
the
in.
because
chamber
he's listening to the noise. The noise tells that chamber's
One in,
neutral,
one in, huh? One in.
right?
Nice.
And then
Both unknown.
you don't hear anything anymore, right?
Yeah, one
And he's thinking about the fact that chamber's deep, like into the smoke or
Or
behind the
close.
smoke, and he forgets that chamber can just swing because he can
Yeah.
just walk out. You know,
You're- You're saying he's preeming like last known info.
One in, one in, huh? One in.
I
so
don't
like
hear the
that's
chamber
his
stuff.
last known info.
Both unknown.
Earlier, it was very earlier.
Ole, 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 ole.
One in, one in, huh? One in.
Now you hear them go in the smoke.
Hmm.
Both unknown.
Oh yeah, I can hear
Now
this
you
guy
don't
sprinting right now.
anymore. Yeah, exactly. You don't hear it anymore, and it causes a freeze in judgment.
Yeah, one
Out,
back
out,
shot.
short.
And in my opinion, people that like to use sound a lot is because they like to be smart. Like they really like they try it really hard to do whatever it takes to have an advantage on a certain person.
I hear that. My takeaway that round is probably the biggest one is smoke front B earlier. Once the A-Land player dies, we lose the A-line
Rotate.
and then rotate, yeah.
The lurk
the-
is not a problem here.
The lurk's
'cause
not the
there's no
problem.
freeze.
Yeah. And then and then just trying to have slightly better preem on the mid-side smoke.
Yeah, but I think if he just wasn't confused on, if he wasn't focused in tunnel vision on the fact of the sound, he would have been able to react. If you look closely, he didn't even react to the fight.
Yeah, he kind of like factors off. I think that's a it goes back to questions on like, I mean, unless they cope, of course, of whether or not he has the ability to do that, like execute.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the fact that he tries it is better than like just what he just did,
Sure,
where he just doesn't
sure.
even react.
Fair.
Let's play.
So far, it's fine.
Now you know based off the last round they're not gonna hit, so you know
Yeah.
front B's a threat. You have A line, so C split, just C hit, B hit. Midside
Yeah.
smoke's good here.
Yeah, I
C long
agree.
smoke is bad. He has to come out.
Go
Good, very
plat.
good.
If he goes plat, he
he's ready
wins.
for that. Yep.
Oh wow, he goes in. I don't like that.
No, not good. Because they're frozen without a
1-to-1,
dash,
1-to-1.
and now they're just gonna slowly wait to smoke or just clear it.
I think this was just a high risk play, but if he's gonna go for this play, he probably needs
He
to
commit
swing
to
off
it, that's fine.
the jet, right? Like right here. Right,
No, no,
jet timing?
no. Because listen, like if the guy's close right on the right side of the wall, if he swings through, he's at the same line as Jet. You see that? So
Yeah.
he just gets lined up. Because in this moment, when your Clove is fighting the Jet, obviously your reaction as the Sova is to look towards Jet, right? And if you swing through at the same timing as Jet, then you're gonna end up on Sova's crosshair.
I see what you're saying. So the kind of just
The odds are
visualize this.
bad.
Say
Yeah.
he's here,
What I would do is just go back.
Silva steps out off of this contact, and you're saying we step out into him.
Yeah, exactly. We step out into him plus the guy C-long. More guy C-long.
I think if the smoke was, I guess it depends on how he swings out. If he steps like directly left, it's fine. If he
Yeah, it's
step-
not bad. It's not bad.
he
But I
steps
don't like
forward,
the
though.
fact that I could get traded if I do that, though. That I hate.
Yeah. Interesting. So you'd
What I
rather
would do...
not
Yeah,
fight
go
with a
ahead.
jet here, but play your life.
Exactly. I would just go back plat, but he doesn't like going plat.
I do think plat is better here. Yeah.
Like, just going plat, just say it solves everything. The smoke goes down, you kill the Clove while he's fighting your Jet because the smokes don't last, and you isolate the Sova, and the op can't do anything because he can't run while opping. And then
Hmm.
boom, all your fights are isolated.
Yeah, I guess the chamber being up without a C main smoke means that swinging through is also kind of scary.
That's what I meant too. It's so scary.
Yeah, it's like easier to get traded. Okay, I think that's fair. My first instinct when looking at this was like, we had minimap info and go for the fight with the jet. Or like let him
Yeah.
finish that fight and then like get ready to swing on second. Like if another guy swings out long, trying to trade him.
That's good. That's good. I like that. But the problem with that is you have to be worried about the guy close right.
Yeah, that's true. Like if he enters the smoke or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I think. This is what our player was doing. He wanted to swing after the fight, but then he got scared of the guy close right, and the close right guy actually came in, which he didn't expect.
Yeah, you're right. He did
Fuck.
look right. Yeah.
I think that he exactly tried to do what he was doing.
Did we hear Chamber up long? I think. Yeah, there was. So
Chamber,
swinging through, he
Yeah,
would
we
have
heard him
died.
early. We heard him early. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if you realized, but the
If I-
chamber never like lurked this entire game.
121 close.
He's always going with his team.
Yeah, I
So
guess.
at that point, I also would have like always like realized that, and I would always be fast rotate.
I see what you're saying. Okay, okay. I think overall defense half, the actionables I would give this player would be kind of like understand flood routing a little bit more, like when to flood to certain spots and what smokes to use.
And why you should, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's probably the biggest thing because he's playing a rotated position, but he actually doesn't know how to flood that well. So that's like probably the most pressing thing. The second thing that I would say is he has a tendency to kind of play to counter the gaps, which, you know, I think is context dependent. I would probably
Yeah.
have him subscribe to the idea of overcompensating on site hits and be okay with getting lurked on until that happens, and then kind of play how he's playing now. That's probably how I would.
Yeah, and someone in chat said something interesting. He said, "What if he just jumps up plat and kills 2 for free?" Which is, in my opinion, not true at all. What do you think of that play, Dopai?
It's terrible
I'll
because
give my
the
opinion
chamber
after.
ops
It's
can be
terrible.
posted. Yeah.
Well,
Or he could
chamber
react.
up is no. So in my opinion, this is what's going to happen exactly. Okay.
Okay.
You jump up plat, you kill chamber because chamber's going to look at the jet that's fighting your clove because chamber is the only guy that can have perspective on your jet. Okay. So chamber's going to go wide right. You kill jet. You got to get that trade. You get the trade on chamber, but you can't kill the guy that's under you. That's Sova because Sova's going to be crouched down or just there, and you can barely see his head. You jump up. By the time you kill chamber, Sova swings back out, and you're just dead by Sova and get traded. Or worst case scenario, Clove wins this gunfight. He just flicks to you after. That's why I don't like those odds. There's too much tradability.
Yeah. Just to visualize a little bit more, are you saying the chamber would be here and he's going wide to trade the jet here?
No, he doesn't need to. All he needs to do is stay where you just pinged at there, and he can see the jet on the logs angle. He kills jet from there. You can kill him because you see him, and then Sova just kills you.
Hmm.
Chat is stubborn. He said, "Nah, he can get 2 for sure if he jumps up." Little funny boys.
I guess it depends on rank. I would say playing plat is definitely the chances that you have the best gun rolls overall. I think we
Yeah,
can
but
probably both
jumps
agree with
up.
that.
Jumps up. That's too risky.
If you had C main smoke, then maybe.
Maybe.
Or like if someone runs out
Attack-
garage tunnel.
Attack is a bit ass.
Okay.
From what I remember, because he gets carried a lot by his teammates.
I mean, he doesn't have initiators. What's this, a fake? What are we doing here?
Backside.
Oh, they just hit.
Oh,
What is
واحد
that,
يمين
double
lurk?
واحد
Ready?
يمين واحد backside.
Get a freeze. Don't waste your smokes, please.
Yeah.
Don't get. He's on the spam line too. That was bad.
I have 2 on me.
Okay, we have a kill
okay.
lurk. Could be, bro.
Yeah. No. You fake. You pump, and too late.
Go B, go B, go B, go
Way
B.
too late. Queen B's okay. Careful.
إيه، هو
Have to
2
beat
سي
garage
yeah,
swing,
yeah.
please.
Just have the turret at least. 1 A.
One enough, one
We
B.
can go A link here, maybe.
Maybe. I like that. But you have to coordinate with your friends. Going alone is
Window.
ass.
window.
Yeah.
No, not window.
Nice.
Maybe go. Does he have gong timing? I don't think so.
No,
Two or
absolutely
three,
not. 2C, they're holding that line.
It's good that he's staying alive here.
And
But
here
I-
you just play bomb and you're chilling. Your chamber has your right, you play the bomb. Here you're exposed to A link and C link. It's like
I probably wouldn't jiggle. Yeah, I would have stayed tuck.
yeah, exactly. Tuck is good, but people don't like to play tuck.
Yeah.
Garage
Kill
black.
class.
And we get there though.
Lid.
At the very least, we pivoted. We didn't commit C. Got out the double lurk. Yeah.
Did he come close?
تشامبر كان هني وجت كان هني.
What do we do here? A walk? Sure.
العب سلو.
I think they're taking mid.
والله مستحيل يا
Grass
اخي والله
start.
طلعت
Over
عليك.
C. Short. Yeah, he's not confident going up long.
He can't go back C. He has to go up long here.
Yeah.
Smoke heaven only because he's got advantage. You fight CT to get the man to equalize,
I do like that.
but he smokes it.
ترى عندهم اوتلو.
And then after here,
Reminds me of Ascent, where
Yeah.
people tend to
One
smoke
up.
tree and heaven. I prefer to just fight smoke tree. Flank's open, he's
Yeah,
sitting
sometimes
here.
he's finding heaven. Yeah, this is bad because flank's open, but whatever. Chamber still has not been seen, even though the round has started for like 30 seconds. So Chamber's flank.
There's a chance.
Big chance. He's taking too long.
Yeah, he's not even
He's
spot right
waiting.
now.
Taking way too
Fuck is this guy?
Maybe flank.
Kill C long.
long. Flank. The long one is the longest one.
Yeah.
Alright. That guy really took a fucking century to
Well
flank.
played.
Holy shit. Just so chat knows, this position is really good, but just because flank's open, you're
His
just,
ass. Yeah.
yeah, ass straight open. So instead, what's better is for him to plant and posture hell with his Reyna and just fight spawn.
And look. Yeah, and fight spawn, which like looks flank for his Reyna.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell on the watch long. Yeah, that's fine too. Yeah, let's keep going. So far, it makes me think that this player would be better on Senti and not Smokes.
حاسب جت يلقى وتتوقع.
He doesn't really know how to flood. Can walk down. No one's
I'm
ever
pretty sure he
ready for
told
that.
me. I'm pretty sure he told me he's an initiator main.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
really. That's surprising.
Yeah. Well, initiator mains like to stay on lines.
That's fair.
The dart A stay A the entire round until the
Yeah,
round's
yeah.
over.
Raj.
Maybe that explains why he pulls out the K a lot too.
Yeah, the shock darts.
He needs to go wider here with the Reyna. There we go.
My move.
Wide right. The fuck?
Me
Oh, he's
flash,
going
me
up
flash.
top. I hate that. You get caught.
Hmm. He just wants to higher his chances of a fight
well,
by
I was
making
lucky
sure he
enough.
has better positioning. That's why he jumps up because he wants to have the elevation. Which is honestly, in my opinion, like the least useful thing you can do. Like it's not hard to hit a slightly higher shot.
I'd
Like,
say a
not
lot of
that
Valorant
much.
players do struggle with vertical aiming. To be fair.
Actually, yeah. okay.
Yeah. I think in that sense, maybe you're the unique one. Like most people, I think that I've noticed in tech FPS, way better horizontally than vertically.
Also, something that was scary here when they were C's playing, he was never worried about the window drop.
Yeah, that I think is one of those things where until you get punished by it, you don't really become aware of it. And then when you do
Yeah.
get punished by it, you start scaling too slowly.
No, that's why in Radiant now we do 3 garage, 2 long,
Yeah,
so that the guy can just stay in the entrance. Usually
Yeah.
it's the chamber.
get a +1. Agree.
He just holds the window drop the entire time.
At the very least, he could like backpedal and look backwards. Is that a mid walk down? This low?
Yeah, it was probably the same guy.
Yeah. He actually didn't give a fuck.
okay?
Yeah, next round.
Let's go hard. I think we get shots.
Yeah.
Does this the K actually work? It's like too early, right?
Getting a bit smoke.
Haven't smoked, sure.
Smoke's down.
A bit too early.
Yeah,
My
just
liking. Now it should be down.
touch too early. At the very least, it gets his gun out, which is fair.
I wanted the orb so bad.
Yeah, for the ult.
Really
Wants
wants
to
to
team.
maximize his abilities as much as he can.
Take us with me.
Oh, he loves the cross here.
I think
Cross.
both. Yeah, they're both.
This angle's bad. You have angle disadvantage. But it's not bad.
I'm watching heaven.
I mean, his Killjoy's holding, so that's the problem here. Like, I'd try and get ready to swing. He doesn't know who has first
Almost
contact.
died.
Yeah, like there, like that's good. If we were more ready to,
timing.
yeah, if we swung off of that timing initially, it would have been better.
Yeah. This is not bad off time.
Yeah,
Well played.
I mean, he's shooting at least.
بسوي ده الشورت ها.
We have level. Let's get in there.
But-
What are we doing?
انك تعرف
I think
والله
like-
جت اب.
It would be nice
Can't
if
smoke.
we get this guy off of smokes, because the timings that he pulls out iPads is just wrong every
It's
time.
so bad.
Yeah. So like, just for chat to follow, he has Clovolt here, and we know this guy darted, so someone's fighting. We should just take the fight. And worry about smokes later, in my opinion.
انك
Then here he
تعرف
tucks,
والله
but
جت
then
up.
But also,
Yeah,
he's very worried about not smoking early enough for his jet to entry.
Yeah,
He's like very
yeah.
worried about that.
one of those mentality shit. Oh, nice shot.
صوب كلوف هني.
Good luck.
All
Yeah,
3.
good.
He went for the gamble. That wasn't even a try. Okay. Fast 8. We could probably work on the fast.
خلاص كانوا في الجاي apartment.
He can go fast. He just has to have better spacing than this.
Offer.
Good
Yeah.
trick on the op. You can do it as an op. That's rare.
That is.
In my radiance, you can't do that.
I'm
Yeah, low key, huh?
One more back.
Backside.
This decay shit, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if,
Kurima wants to use
Out
abilities.
city, out city.
I don't know if you ever seen Note. That guy never
Nice.
uses decay.
Me neither. When I played Clove, I never
Yeah,
used
fuck
decay.
that shit.
One more back.
Maybe in
backside.
post plant,
Decay,
but
decay. Nice.
Yeah, stalling, things like that.
Out
Bomb,
city, out city.
when defusing the bomb.
Nice.
Gotta do that.
actually one for the instant flick spray.
Out city, out city. Nice.
Decay. Nice.
First thing, I don't mind it because we have a double
Out,
swing,
city,
but it's
city.
just interesting to see. He hasn't been shooting like that this game.
Last, I think.
He
spawn.
forces all the
No, no,
swings so
mid,
he can
mid.
trade with his
On me, on me.
teammates. Like he purposefully forced his mechanics to go fast so he can trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pixel again. Oh my god, he almost got one tap.
Okay,
Did
he
you-
wins it.
Please.
I think attack is a little bit more like harder to give actionable takeaways from my perspective.
Yeah, but
Um,
also like his teammates are actually shooting, so like that also like kills the coaching part.
Yeah.
Imagine his teammates weren't shooting this entire game. That would have been really hard to coach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really hard to win, according to his play style.
I think if I were to say, like, to try and give this guy any direction for attack on things to work on, it's probably to try to be more consciously aware of whether or not he's trying to be first, second, or third. Because, like, from what I can tell, some rounds he's trying to be first, some rounds he's trying to be second. So it's not as obvious to me.
Yeah, that goes back to like he just like randomly decides what he wants to do in the
Yeah,
moment instead of having
exactly.
protocols.
Or like
know?
play styles, yeah. Or like preferences. I should
Exactly.
say. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
I'll go
Xander, for
piss.
example.
Someone's-
never. Yeah, go
Someone
ahead.
said you can turn off hardware acceleration on Discord. It's probably gonna fix it.
Turn off.
Turn off hardware and then you restart Discord.
Okay, you're saying off or on?
Off.
Okay,
I'll go to toilet. Give me a second.
go for it. Turn off hardware. Try to find this. Hardware. Enable hardware acceleration. Turn this off if you're experiencing visual glitches. Off. Okay. Restarted it. Wait, next up is other VOD now. I'm gonna let Hayade control this one. I did one of his VODs. He does one of this ones now. How are we doing, chat? You guys feel like you learned anything? I find it interesting to talk to other coaches about their thought process on how to coach and like stuff. I feel like to me that's the more interesting part. The VOD just happens to be there. Yo, Raj, I'm sending him your VOD, by the way. Oh shit, you can see it on the tab here. Did you learn anything, Dopai? I learned that at the very least, the way that he thinks about coaching is more percentage based than I would. Which I think is interesting to me. But when I reviewed Hayade before, the decisions he made were typically like I categorize Hayade when I reviewed him as a game sense player, so it kind of makes sense that's how he views coaching. Despite like most people thinking about him being a mechanics player, Hayade's greatest strength as a player is probably his game sense. Actually, did I send him the start point of the VOD?
I'm back.
Maybe. Yo, welcome back. I
Oh,
sent you a link. Let me see if that's the correct timestamp. Or I can tell you the timestamp once.
oh, Summit. Oh my god, this map is like impossible.
Yeah, let's see. When's the timestamp for this? Let me give you an updated link. Because in chat, he said the link was actually not accurate.
I own on
Put it
Summit. Let's see about that.
Different guy. Send it to you? Okay, one sec. I'm gonna give you an updated link. First one has no timestamp, so this one should redirect you. And then I guess we'll flip roles. You screen share this time.
Yeah, I got you.
I haven't seen this VOD, so but I have
Is your
seen.
garage too long? Yeah, is your garage too long?
I have seen this guy's VODs quite a bit, but not this one in particular.
Everything's good?
Give me 1 second. How the fuck do you pop out? I don't want to leak DMs.
You go here. There's like an arrow button.
Yeah, I click it and then I can't drag it because the top of it cuts out. Do you have that problem?
See?
Well, I don't want to leak it on stream.
No, that's fine for me.
Oh yeah, it works for you. The fuck, you can drag it, but I can't. Top half of my Discord's cut out. I do that.
Mhm.
Let me. Yeah, that doesn't work. I'm just gonna make sure I don't leak any. Okay, I'm good to go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Well, playing against Sage, so he has to play slow most of the time.
Yeah, that's always ass. There's a wall. Wait, I don't have audio. Oh, no, I do. My bad. Yeah, fucking-
Actually, I'll let you get orb before you big wall.
We reset.
Let's leave.
Love Sammy mid.
How do you feel about Neon on this map, by the way?
She's chill.
You want this
She's
on?
good.
Fuck
Yeah.
it, let's
You
just-
just got to do a lot of freezing and you're pathing.
Yeah, checkpoint.
I can't hear. Oh, yeah, let me fix that chat. Sorry.
Yeah, just go B.
Wow, they re-clear mid from this side?
Yeah,
The
broke
fuck?
mid.
Where is it?
One link.
There you go.
They're in there.
Oh, backside. Oh, fuck.
Almost got
One
there.
CT. One link.
This entire time, something I don't like, he was indecisive.
Yeah, they tried to like reset A, kind of clear mid, kind of go back B.
Yeah, exactly. As a player, as yourself, you shouldn't really go based off what your teammates want to do, but based off what you know is right. In my opinion,
Yeah.
you're the duelist. You can just direct them. So here, like, he's waiting
We're good.
on his teammates to say anything.
Sammy mid.
You know?
Yeah. What do you think about resetting the B? I personally would have went mid
Fuck
to look
it.
for duels.
I mean, they don't have a cipher, so there's no problem. Like, I don't mind just winning B. The fact that
Okay.
you pump A causes break wall. Break wall causes one to be paranoid about a lurk. Causes a late rotation. You know?
Yeah, so you'd rather
And
just
the
like
fact,
bounce to the other side.
yeah, and the fact that we smoke mid causes another paranoia, because you smoke M1 causes them to think that you're gonna go link. The
Right.
cam confirms that nobody's fighting for mid, so you can obviously tell they're info deprived.
Sure.
So at this given moment, B is not bad, just because of how they're playing the map. They smoked A main. They don't have anything mid. You know.
But
they
what if
don't
they're
have info
push
A.
B? What do you do?
If they're push B,
You try to have gun out there?
well, I mean, that's why you have make sure you have good spacing.
Yeah.
Like you just clear everything together. Like you see, he's clearing shit, so it's not bad.
No, they're,
Yeah.
they're
I'm just
pushing
gonna
right now.
Here you're saying. At least he's aware.
Yeah, just go B here.
Or maybe that's why you full cleared this.
And also, you have good spacing here, so it's not bad.
Hmm.
Like good spacing, good spacing. He's waiting for dog, and now he's waiting for smoke. That's fine.
Do you think routing right
okay.
side is better than left or straight? Like straight middle?
Well, since they don't have a senti, there's a big chance nobody's gonna play drop, so that's fine. The thing is that I don't like is when you go right side, you're always gonna be isolated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like here, this angle, there's always gonna be people. The guy that's playing mid, he's playing here in this wall, right?
Right.
And he's not gonna drop down to rotate this way. That's just not gonna happen because
Mhm.
he's scared of the mid lurk. So he's gonna run spawn and go the big route. And this is why this causes two people in spawn. This is why I would have not like I would have killed one, like isolate the guy back and then kill the guy close.
Mhm.
I fight the jet first and then I slide on the clove.
I see what you're saying.
But-
So
But
you
here he
don't
didn't
want him to take
isolate, he ran
tempo.
it down.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, here he ran it down. Why? Because he wants to trade really bad. Which is not necessarily a good thing because that means he's very focused on getting trades rather than looking at what's win con, what's win potential, what makes my life easier.
So you in a like a simplified version, you want him to play his life in a way that doesn't get traded.
Exactly. I always make sure to not get traded.
I see. But
See?
some people
He's a-
watching this would probably have the viewpoint of I'm a duelist, I need to make space. How would you kind of square that?
But the thing
circle?
is the space has been provided by the macro. So here you have to take more space, obviously, which is why going right is fine in this position. But the moment you die, you gave up the space.
Yeah, this is the problem that Jet players have when they smoke dash and then they just insta peek and then die.
Yep,
Yeah, instead of just waiting in their smoke or
exactly.
freezing behind a cover.
Yep,
Like
yep.
here, you. That's why I don't like this, because you're for sure gonna get traded.
I see what you're saying.
Together.
But if his teammates were behind him when he goes for the slide, it's maybe more acceptable.
Yes, well, I mean, here, look at his spacing on here, okay? Like, we can go back
Sure.
when he's entering this. Look how far he is.
Hmm. If he wants to go for this, he has to pause.
Yes, absolutely. I always made sure to pause in my matches when I was playing. You know, obviously someone's already going to be here. If I really want to go fast, something I do sometimes is the fact that Clove, I know one's going to be here already, just by the nature of the macro. I would have went super fast behind him and slid way before this. So he
wanna
wastes
beat the
time on this
rotator.
jump peak.
Yeah,
He wastes his time on this jump peak. He wastes his time on this other jump peak. These two jump peaks are bad. Why? Because the dog already clears what your jump peak. So therefore, if he just ran forward, he would have already been around the corner. And now you freeze at this corner, obviously, so that you don't get isolated really fast. When they're fighting the Clove, now you already slide. But he wasted a second, another like 3 seconds, wasted time. I would have already went out here and killed the Clove. And then by the time I can move to the right, I can freeze in this corner. Jet can't trade me. 2v1.
Yeah. That read is only really possible if you keep track of rotates very well.
Yeah, which is what I do most of the time.
Yeah. So like for most players watching this, they'd probably benefit from freezing.
Yeah, it's just freezing.
just
More
freezing.
than likely. Taking their time.
Yeah. Like even just the pressure they put there from being alive is probably decent.
Great. Yeah, really good because it drags crosshairs away.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree.
You hold
next.
the mid room.
So yeah, you get traded. Now you leave the round into your teammates' hands, and it's fucked.
I don't know how I felt about the defense rotates in the previous game.
You one way that close? One way.
So you see another team-oriented play, which I don't mind, but it caused so much delay because of it. He had the time to trade after contact was being made. So here, contact is being made. He has a Spectre. Obviously, you should like Spectre doesn't kill you from that range, especially if first bullets are down. So this is like really good to swing right now.
Mhm.
But he's still making sure to like swing all together. Like he really wants it to be all together, so he loses his timing. You know, it's like really, really he loses it.
Yeah.
And now no trades.
One way that.
What do you think about like jiggling and throwing a stun if he wanted to play like this? Would that be better?
It's really hard to like land a good stun. You're so far, in my opinion. Like from this angle here, like this.
One way that close.
Try to like
One
look
way.
how hard it would be to throw a stun there. It's gonna bounce either too far or close and then far. It's like really hard.
Yeah.
I feel like Gunnow is just perfectly fine.
I gotcha.
I don't really prioritize my abilities that much.
I think that's fair. Trying to prior abilities there is maybe more of like an initiator thing.
So sad.
On P.
Like if you had breach sent out or some shit.
Sad.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we can walk up.
No one peeked last one.
Here, based on their setup, you know you can go fast. By the way,
Because CJ.
yeah. And now Sage already put wall, so they know you guys are not A. So now you lost your timing to go.
I
So
see what
now
you're
when
saying.
you hit this, the rotation is going to be 3 to 4 seconds early. So now when you're going to hit this site, by the time you fight the people on site, your smokes are going to go down. Everyone's going to be there, and this is like a very bad hit.
It's kind of like when Sova's early dart. If you don't go fast on the
Exactly.
other side, it's pointless. Yeah.
Yeah, but the rotation is already too early. If the enemy team knows how to stall, you're done. You're cooked in this map, especially.
Yeah. I mean, we might run into Fade Seas, Phoenix Molly. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. They're taking way too long. Now it's cooked. Also, big problem is he's always permanently waiting on utility instead of calling for it. So waiting for your teammates to decide for you means there's always going to be a disconnection. If you say, do this, okay, here what I would have done if it was a match is I'm going to go in this corner. I'm going to throw this certain wall. I'm going to call which wall I'm going to do. I want you to throw this utility and this utility, this blind here. And then I'm going to take this route. And then this causes this reaction. And then after in this post plan, we're going to go into this. That's what I would have done.
Yeah. In a match
But
setting.
he's
But what about
yeah,
ranked?
but he's
Like,
not coming. But if I played Introduce, I would still do it. I wouldn't expect the utility to be perfect. I would just sort of orchestrate it so that it kind of makes my life easier.
yeah.
But
Can you,
here he's always waiting.
can you give us like an example?
Yeah, absolutely. So around this corner, after I peek this, I'm gonna be like, hey, so I want you to throw a dog and a flash. After that, I'm just gonna put the wall towards the boxes. I'm gonna isolate the boxes. You put close smokes, and make sure to break the thing. And then after we go from there, we go layer 2 of comms. Okay, after these smokes are down and you froze and you clear this site, I want us to go one more dog into drop, maybe a flash into drop. I mean, if it connects to dog, I'm gonna stun. I'm gonna slide on him.
Okay, so your goal on this example is to take drop.
Yeah, it's first layer, take space.
Yeah.
Freeze into this space, correct the spacing, correct the utility, give time. Go into second layer to take space, like you said, because the rotation is bad.
Yeah.
We have to take space.
What
But
do you,
even then, taking drop is not that good. But
yeah, I was gonna
better
say,
than
what do you
nothing.
think about routing right side? Kind of like what he did
routing
before.
route side is not going to be good. Why? Because the rotation is too early. So what's going to happen is if you put deep smokes, you're going to get killed by the guy close right. And if he's not close right, he's going to be on this common angle. So whenever you're peeking this, you have to wall because you don't want to get opt / isolated. So you're going to have to focus forward and then you have to go right. And when you go right, 2 possible angles. So that's too hard. So that's why I can't go right here. Because of how late this hit is going to be, I know everyone's going to be here. It's so fucked.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. Typically,
So,
more
like, I
aggressive
will-
routing is riskier, and against early
Yeah.
rotates is bad, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it, got it.
So here in this line right now, I would have walled and went.
Yeah.
Jet can't get a kill because the wall is there, and then we go from there.
The problem is we don't
I
have
mostly
wall.
focus on layer 1.
Phase up.
Yeah, just getting out of the
Surprise.
initial choke.
Break the door, break the door.
Link.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
RCT, RCT.
drop bomb and fucking run it down, please. This is bad.
Outlink.
Yeah,
He has to
make a
isolate
play.
fights here.
Yeah,
Yep, and he doesn't
Agree.
do anything. And he has terrible spacing. The guy that was heaven was Jet. Jet is not going to drop down. Why? Because she knows you're running it down and she knows you have stun. So, like, therefore, nobody's going to be dropped. It's either going to be a late guy rotate, and it's like a lurk. That's not your biggest threat. Your biggest threat is all these guys. You have to trade as much as you can from the Cypher when he's fighting. You trade Cypher, Cypher kills Clove, you kill Jet, you kill the guy B Link, and then you can turn around, fight drop. But even then, it's already cooked from the macro in the beginning.
So from the perspective of like an entry duelist, because I know a lot of entry duelists have like predetermined routings. Well, they'll go dice and they'll take drop, or they'll go right side and try and fight right side.
Yeah.
So like, how do you think about trying to have more dynamic entries on, like, for example, that round there, we knew that the Jet was heaven and he went right side, so he's not going to be dropped. Like, we can make that conclusion to go forward and fight that space. But I would say most entry duelists don't see that and reach that conclusion. They just, that's like 2 separate instances of information for them.
All right, so this is how I look at it. This is my POV. We can go value plan for this. It's gonna be way easier.
Sure.
Okay. So when I play entry duelist, if it's gonna load,
Yeah, mine never works too. Sometimes I go incognito.
actually,
Yeah.
it's actually fucked. Let's try one more time. Whatever. So okay, we'll just gotta base it this way. Okay. If I know I have a timing and numbers are not on the site, then I'm gonna do aggressive pathing, which would mean if I directly had first tempo on this hit, I would have walled in a way where the op doesn't get me, and I would have went right, like you said. But since the rotation already happened, this is not a timing. This is just recklessness, like a gamble of whether I could fight into a disadvantage. So that's when I would go passive. It literally based off rotates.
I
So,
see.
for example, when I played with my team in NRG, there was this moment where, well, I mean, I can just show a visual example. That would be easier for chat because it's probably hard for Floor. It was one against, I was playing against Floor. I think it's here. It's called ADG. 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 It's not ADG. It's not here. All right, cool. I had it the other day. Here you go. In this position, the round starts. This has been a mid fake, a fake. So in this position, we do not have any timing. Okay, like we didn't do much. Obviously, you can tell we're just sitting here doing nothing. It's a pop. When it's a pop, you're gonna have 2 here, 1 mid, 2 A, or maybe you just 1 A because he already has the line, and then you have 2 mid, 2 B. In this position, I cannot have an aggressive entry because of numbers. So in this position, I'm going to do a safe entry where I can stall to have good spacing.
Like new
Yeah,
boxer.
I'm
probably.
dashing new box. I'm going to clear behind you guys, okay?
Wait for my blind.
I call this checkpoint entries.
Blind default. Up and close.
Line up.
Now you see, some people here would run it down around this corner really fucking fast. This is bad. Why? Because yes, I can maybe kill one here. I get insta-traded by the guy heaven. Or I just get 0.
You're saying from the mid rotate. just to clarify.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah.
the guy mid is gonna kill me.
Run out
instantly from
rafters.
heaven.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And my guy Heavens can't hold my rafters. Why? Because they're omen blinded too.
What do you think
So
about going
this is-
hell to play anti-flood? Like hold rafter, hold.
I can't go hell because of the guy that's here. I can't. There's two here. There's
and,
the
and we don't
neon
have spawn
and the
smoke
omen.
anyways.
Yeah, that too. Omen. She could have went also spawn and hold that line.
Yeah.
And even then, I fight spawn, I get killed from heaven. So like here, this is the safest play ever. I just hold. I'm gonna TP somewhere.
Yeah.
Freeze. I'm not going. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. Now I have good spacing.
Come on, Neon.
One more
Come on.
raptor.
And now man advantage, I just do nothing. And
Yeah.
now he goes into a post plant, we win the round. So that's how I would entry based off the context of the round.
Yeah. So if we go back to the exec here, I'm curious on what you would do when you spot the jet.
The Jet.
Like the jet
Well,
gets
the
the
fact
first
that
kill
Jet's
heaven.
opping heaven is a really good clue of how they're playing it. By the way.
Yeah, they're offsite.
Absolutely. So that means the only guy that you need to be worried about is the guy Link. So then, therefore, the moment you see Jet, you can do the dash that you wanted to do on the right.
Yeah, go
That's
right side.
completely fine.
Isolate right guy.
Like here, yeah, isolate right guy. Yeah,
And then
like
here
going
for-
side isn't unnecessary.
Big door, big door.
Link, bro.
Yeah. But then here, stunning and going forward is fine too.
This is fine, but he has to continue
Yeah, that's what I
in
mean.
some way.
Like trying to aggress on the
Something.
smoke or something. Or like getting close to it.
Yeah,
I
like I
agree.
said, the guy Heavens. Like I said, they're gonna come too late.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
agree.
a threat level, but he made it a threat level too early.
I agree.
So that's
map
eco.
is so much
This map is
better.
pretty
Up,
ass.
So up and B, Sage low and A.
Most of the
We need
VODs I've
those
seen, they
small
just
shots
like
so they're
work
not
mid
going.
glitch.
I mean, it didn't matter. He was up here.
Yeah.
But I think mid glitches doesn't
No,
work
no,
because
not about the heaven
it's
guy.
fucking
Died
fade.
feeling
Phoenix perma
all the
mid,
smoke was going
so it's
down,
really
it
hard.
wasn't looking
They
Weird.
wall aim in right away.
Yeah,
They
Pop
can
sucks,
just go
but
into
it's
heavy
like
mid
the
slash
way.
B side.
You
So
worry
yeah,
about like
you have
the
to break
Phoenix
the wall.
Flash. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to break the wall, cause the Phoenix or Fade to go back in, then you have
Let's
solo
see if I can eye
A
them
link
there.
player. Just gonna be opping B again. So it's not really a problem for the op. See, they're there again.
Sage
okay,
all
good,
day
good,
again.
Oh shit.
Oh my. 2-2-2, go B please. It's
Coming
Sage
link,
B.
Sage coming link.
Go B link.
Oh, it's Clove.
I die.
Sage
that's
probably
fine,
dead.
that's
Sage is A because he walled A, so you have free be free.
Fun timing.
Okay, door.
A or an A? That's good.
4v3. They had 2 link. It's
Nice job.
It's okay.
Can we get the bomb in
Like I said, if you're confident in doing it and you believe that it's right, then do it.
1B?
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong.
One spawn.
You can tell he was very confident in doing that play. So I like it.
Yeah.
He should still be towards A, I think.
Okay. Any critique on this round?
have all
He
spawn.
pivoted
Go
after he
link,
got the
go
A link
link.
kill pretty quick.
I mean, the thing is that people don't like to rotate A link, right? In general on this map because of how risky it is.
Mhm.
Because when you swing through this, you have to look sight, obviously. And there's always a guy holding the smoke. So instead of people doing that, they like to go spawn.
Mhm.
So him pivoting and playing trades with Clove is correct.
Yeah.
He didn't do it properly, but it's like the idea is there.
Still be towards
Yeah.
A,
No, I was saying sorry. I feel like he played the round well because he
We
got
have
the
all
Phoenix
spawn.
kill A
Yeah,
link
get
and then he
go
went
link.
back.
Yeah,
to
that was
defense.
good. That was good.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fact that he was ready for Clove was really good.
Yeah, yeah,
You
And-
walked out.
There he was lost, but it's whatever. He wins around.
yeah.
Yeah, mid.
Shot him.
I can't see what makes sense.
You don't need to smoke bottom mid.
He walled.
The Jet is like stupid. He's been
Smoke,
opping
yeah.
bad lines.
Okay, they smoked.
And Clove's been playing there all the time.
That
So
was
now
great.
you know Clove is solo behind that smoke. You can just ask for a dog and you slide with the dog. Clove is dead. ZB split.
Yeah, can
But
you
he's
say that?
focusing too much on Link.
Yeah, can you clarify that for chat?
Alright, so chat in this position, okay? They smoked here. That means the op is not opping anywhere aggressive mid, okay? And the fact that he smoked this means it's weak side. It's really bad. Like they don't think they can hold this together because there's not numbers. That's why he smokes himself. Just like how you see a B smoke on Haven, that means a guy is not confident in holding B, right? And he doesn't think then there's no op. So therefore, here in this position, if someone's holding the smoke from Link, absolutely. You dog the smoke to clear close right around the area. The dog lashes it, and then you slide with the dog, and then you have a free kill. Absolutely.
So maybe the rebuttal that some people would have, if I'm just trying to put them in myself in their shoes, is we see 2 players A main, like our teammates. So it looks like an A split. Like, at what level do you deviate from that plan to go make
Well,
that
the
read?
thing is you can't A split. You can't A split. Just from the macro side. He was A main, he still is A main. A main players are useless. They smoke A main, they're completely useless the entire round. You go Link, you're into a Fade and a Phoenix. Molly sees dog, you're frozen forever.
So your goal in this round is to kind of look for
Deviate
kills
from that.
and not kind of
You
blindly
can't.
follow.
You can't blindly follow. Like just look at the macro, look at their comp, and you obviously can't go ace split. It's impossible.
Okay.
they
So in that sense, you probably encourage your players that you work with more so to kind of understand comp
Look
and
into your
macro.
odds.
Yeah.
I look into your odds of the fights. You don't even need to look at the macro. Here, think about it. If I am Neon and I want to go fight Link, what are my chances of being successful in fighting Link?
Probably like less than
None.
50.
Yeah, because of how hard that fight is, how much utility you have there, and who was there previous rounds. But however, who's playing bottom mid previous rounds? It's always been Clove. So therefore, my chances there are good. That's why I want to go there. So I would make that adjustment based off that. But here he's going to commit because he wants to go with his team. And he's probably going to get stalled forever.
Slide.
Cypher's doing a good job holding his back.
No. It's too late. Let's walk.
What's our
Let's
club
walk bottom
doing,
mid. Walk
bro?
bottom mid.
We do end up in
Yeah,
a
here
deal
you
link.
slide.
Take
Yeah,
it
you
back,
see the
back.
solo Clove again.
Just hold him. Oh, yeah, outside.
Here you do 3-2-1 if you're going to do
He's
that
good.
instead of just doing solo. Sure, he did it because he thought he would have time to kill him, right? Because he didn't think he was going to pull out his gun. He wanted to take advantage of that, but he miscalculated.
You did
That's
every.
Do
But it was a
you
good attempt.
do you agree that he should have made pressure A link at all, or should he have just like immediately went to bottom mid there?
Yeah, he should have make pressure because you make pressure Link. The Clove has to like play close mid to like try to flank you guys, right?
Mhm.
So if you fake Link here, you cause him to use flash. Sees Clove is gonna walk up into Cypher, or he's gonna go up into Cypher Fade, and the dog latches. They win that fight easily.
So you're
But
okay
in the-
with his spacing being worse on that mid fight in favor of putting a little bit of A link pressure?
Well, spacing is important if you want to fight. You don't have to fight Link here. All you have to do is jump peek, waste a stun, something like that. This causes a reaction, and then you're done. You don't actually have to like fight anything.
Oh no, I mean his spacing with the Cypher and Fade is
Oh
worse.
yeah, no, they can do 2v1 together.
Yeah.
This is a very disadvantaged fight for Clove
Okay.
in general. Because Clove thinks you're gonna go Link, right? So in his mind, he doesn't expect anyone to be close. It's not like he knows your teammates are there. So therefore, his mentality of being ready is like not there.
Yeah. Okay, got it. The reason why I ask is because kind of like my perspective on defense was like trying to be on the site and kind of leaving the gap.
Yeah.
I kind of have a similar thought process sometimes on attack where like I want to be where the duels happen, but you're maybe okay with being the one making the pressure.
I look at the odds of what are the chances that they lose this gunfight,
and it's pretty low
and the chances are low if you pump it.
Mhm.
What he just did now was pretty bad.
because it wasn't a real pump.
There was no action being made on Link, so Clove knows that he needs to be careful. So therefore, that makes him ready, and that makes it a 50-50 against you, rather than
Yeah.
Maybe
What would you
70%
commit?
chance.
Like wall stun or just wall
just stun.
stun? Just stun, no wall.
Yeah,
Oh.
because there's no really angle to put a good wall there. Really.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. The wall is kind of shit there. Okay, I'm down. Makes sense to me.
Thank you for that gamma. Just hold him. Oh, yeah, outside.
Also, his teammate did calm to hold him, so I would have held them together
He's the
instead of
greatest.
doing that.
Yeah, it's hard on the fly to switch that.
Did every.
Why not?
We can break.
Fine,
We can break
fine,
the
fine.
tower door from here.
You know, Jet's playing B. It's pretty free low. You gotta go fast. Thank you. Now you wall, and you're GG well played. Hey.
Backside.
You know when where's there.
Yeah, probably stun, right? Guess the up.
I mean, it's more so that he's just spamming his ult for no reason. He's like shooting it around. Like I don't know why he did that.
So
He's like
you-
shooting it here.
Yeah.
He was shooting it here. Like he wasted everything.
So you're saying it's more of an ammo problem?
Yeah, no, because what is it? The stun? Like he's dead no matter what, stun whiff or not. The only reason he dies because no ammo.
So you're saying? I was thinking from the perspective of the stun is like guaranteed to hit. And like
Yeah,
then-
but the stun doesn't change anything. You're gonna one tap him either way if you had your ammo there.
right. What do you think about the routing there? Like he kind of went around.
Okay, well, the thing around is like fine because you know nobody's been playing drop and you
Mhm.
know Jet's solo there,
Yeah.
right? But it's not optimal. You should have definitely went on the right. What I would have done is I would have stunned the flood of the smoke here because of the Clove, right?
Yeah.
And then I slide on Jet with the dog. but he did the opposite.
Mhm,
He let the dog go forward. He didn't use stun or anything.
You have bomb, Fade. You have bomb.
Yeah, I know, I'm
CT.
running it.
We can skip this
Sure.
since he's not involved.
Middle of.
It-
Yeah, I'll ult through right side. And then I left.
There you go. Now you go.
Ulting right.
Jump peek is kind of useless. You
Yeah.
put the
Flank,
wall.
flank.
He's losing a lot of time with
Dash
this
back.
spacing like this.
Behind
Yeah,
behind
he does the wall.
They're
res
playing
and
retakes, so
skeleton.
timing is good. Here, you should be ready for Clove.
Here.
If he's not ready for Clove, this is really bad. There you go. This is bad. They're playing retake setup, right? If they're playing retake setup, that means they're waiting for you to push. If
Can we,
that's
can
the
we
case,
back up? You're making the
Yeah, go for
read
it.
just for chat. You're saying because like I'm trying to interpret for chat. You're saying they're playing retake setup because the fatal doesn't scan.
the fatal clears nothing. They don't shoot any utility. You know, there's no
Mhm.
sign of resistance.
Yep. Makes sense.
Causes you to. The only thing you need to be worried about is the guy playing deep spawn, and the guy lane, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Jet is mid, so you know probably just playing retake because Jet is the B player.
Mhm.
So therefore, here you just have to be ready for the people to be linked, and you're fine. Like this play is completely fine to do it because of their post plant.
Order trip. He's literally here. He's literally here.
But
Would you
he
approach
just-
this
he-
this way, or would you go on the other side of the smoke? Clear like mid. first?
any is fine to me. Like I could have
Okay.
done both. The only thing that I really want to be like is very important is that he has to be ready for someone to be ready. He thinks he has a timing. You don't have a timing because they're just sitting and holding because they're playing retake.
Right.
But he thinks that he had a timing and nobody would know this. They know because they're playing off.
And you're saying that it looks like he doesn't because of the way he peeked.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, he speaks this. He doesn't see fade instantly. That means his reaction time is killed. Why is it killed? The only way it can be killed is because he's not looking at, he's not focused on what's in front of him. If he's not focused on what's in front of him, what is he doing? He's thinking. What is he thinking about? That we don't really know, right? But he's probably thinking about the fact that he has a timing and he wants to make this play.
I got it.
That's how I look at it.
Mhm.
Hence why he whiffs and panics.
And you're making the read that if he was more ready and anticipated it, he should
He
be
would've
able
been
to
fine.
get that kill.
He will be fine. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't shoot if you can't see.
That's valid.
Nice.
Yes.
My ass off, man. My bad.
Swing mid, yeah.
Working noise, might as well make noise.
Now they're gonna reinforce their B setup, so now Link is good because they've been losing B a lot, guys. That's what I mean by going Link is suicide. Now you can't go, you have to freeze.
Yeah.
So when you freeze here, you hold for anyone to push through the smoke, please. Oh god.
Mafia.
You almost didn't get there on time.
He back down, back down.
Going back.
So now you fight the Fade at solo, please, because someone pushed A main.
When
And
you
that
say
means they're
the
playing
fade solo,
Sage.
you mean fade B? Or
Yeah,
you
Fade
mean A-Link
solo,
side?
the other guy pushed A main, it was Jet, so that means Sage is playing B because they can't win B. Actually, that would have been bad. I should have not said that because think about it, right? They reinforced B, Clove plays here, Sage played B main, Jet pushed A main. So that means Clove is going to be here by the time if you push to kill the Fade. So here, going logically, is going Link is the best option. B Link.
Huh?
Based off the rotations. He has to take his timing here. Now Clove is now that's fine, he gets a kill. So now you have your timing for sure. See? All three air.
Oh, we don't
Sure,
have bomb.
that's
We don't
bomb.
have bomb.
Yeah. So now Cypher just has to go get out of this cage, but he's just doing nothing.
Let's walk the. Let's walk here.
Wait for Cypher.
Loki, this
He
looks
doesn't have a
so
timing, by
obvious.
the way. They don't have
Yeah.
a timing. Yeah.
Way too obvious.
So he needs to be ready for someone to be ready, or else he's dead. Cypher takes the timing way too early.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. He's gonna try and go all the way around, but it's the same thing.
Well, they closed it. Now it's
Yeah.
cooked. He has to go back.
Yeah. Wow.
Takes too long.
30 seconds?
That's what I hate about Summit, bro. You just don't have many options.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 2 on your right, Fade.
I mean, at this point, we're not even going for the round one.
Yep.
Kidding. You guys lost.
Two. Only two. And the guys were looking main. If he's looking main, that means the rest are Link. Check your corners here, please. All three.
Yeah, it's over.
Confirmed. It's over.
RIP.
Yeah, just sleep.
So, what would you kind of critique about this round?
How he's always depending on his teammates to make the decision for you instead of being the leader. As a duelist, you just decide what you want to do.
Can you give an example?
And so, like, here he's going Link. He decided to go Link. He fought Link, right?
Mhm.
Now, after this, freeze and waiting for Cypher to Phoenix to push, which he did, right? You decide onto something else. You can't go A
My guardian.
because of their positions, right? Clove from here to here takes 10 seconds, so Clove is already here. Fade is already there. And Jet is A, so that means 3A, 1B, free. You know?
Mhm.
It could be Sage actually, unless Clove is here. Whatever it is, there's only 1B. So now you know, based off what you see on the minimap and their usual setup, that you go B.
Which, to be fair, he did go B.
Just too late because he's waiting for his teammates to call, let's go here, let's go here. He didn't call it himself. You know what I mean?
So you want him to like confidently call, let's
Direct.
go B here.
Yeah, and direct. Let's go fast B here. And then Clove would have not made this mistake.
Okay, I'm down. Makes sense to me.
Now they do nothing. He no comms, and then
Yeah.
goes into this mess.
Yeah, that
From
makes
his
sense.
perspective, he probably didn't have that same read.
No, that's fine. Good with it.
One.
They won't be.
Could be right, could be right.
Sage is B. You can't hit this. B. So that means they're heavy A. You can't hit this. Wasted smokes by your Clove, but it's a good pump for the fatal. Now you please move into mid. Clove
nice.
push down mid.
Free kill.
This is good. Yeah, so that means they're playing heavy A, 3A because of the pump. Now this causes one guy to be max link, probably Phoenix. So that means B is free. So you just do B split, you win here. Or you pump a B split and you let someone, you say, oh, yo, Fade, stay A. I'm gonna pump mid / B. You're gonna have a timing and then round's over. One of those two.
I think a lot of people watching this would be curious on
I'm just
how
gonna
much
outside.
that they have to calm
Yeah,
and
they know
coordinate
I'm
as a
going.
duelist player.
Yeah, I'm getting out.
Like there's like the
That's a-
famous like no calm duelist players that seem to kind of rank up to Immortal 3, for example. What's your thoughts on that? Just out of curiosity.
The thing is like if you play as an entry duelist, just to follow people around, you know, and not do your own thing, it's always going to be like a mess because everyone's going to be on different pages, and you need utility and the specific situation for your entry to be possible. You know,
I agree.
and if you don't do that, you don't allow yourself. You need this specific utility, like a smoke or a dog, to make this specific entry work. If you don't coordinate any of that, then it's just dry fights, and then you can't entry. You might as well just lurk and just walk around the map glitch.
Right. And at that point, you might as well play a different character.
Exactly, might as well play Clove.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So now he resets the round, which is bad. Now the rotations are fixed: 1B, 1 mid, maybe 1A, 2 mid, 1B. You know, 1 2 1.
Mhm. You wanted to call a fast
like-
B split off the
Could that
kill.
be main?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
They got no
I'm
swamps.
leaving you here.
But he wants the gun here.
They're gonna cipher out. So here you just like stay in a position where you can apply a lurk after the cage. Oh my god, peeking this is bad.
Probably hands out jiggle if you wanted to do that, right?
Yeah, this is bad again. Yep. Now you
He
take
almost got
damage.
caught. Yeah.
So you see, that's what I meant. B was really good since the beginning, but
Yeah.
never really did. And you see how he's undecisive again.
Yeah.
He wants his teammates to decide for him.
He's on
Here
site,
we
he's
go.
on site.
He's doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing.
Yeah.
Now they beat the rotate to B. It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath.
Yeah.
By the way.
Is the one. Just the fade haunt. B main actually
No,
caught him
they're
off
all
guard,
here.
though.
Yeah, they're all here. There's gonna one be link, one be spawn. So, and they don't have smoke, so just play the post plant. You win the game. By the way, their smokes are down mid, so they can't smoke the bomb.
A
You
Phoenix
literally
wall.
win by playing crossfire.
You're not worried about Phoenix wall?
Drop.
They don't have Phoenix already.
Wall.
Oh, wall? No, no, absolutely not.
They didn't use it.
Yeah,
Correctly.
they always waste it. They forget that it
Yeah,
acts as a
look.
smoke.
Dude, it lasts so long though.
He kills me mid jump, bro. I'm just trying to get a fucking gun.
And also, you can just ping the bomb before he puts the wall.
Yeah, people don't do that though.
I'm
Yeah.
in midair about to cross to the right, and this guy fucking headshots.
As a neon, he's hesitant. Yeah,
Two
exactly.
guys in front of me, and I died to the jet. No, not the clove, not. No. Let's say it just here. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a
Can
camera.
we dog this angle in case jet speak?
So in terms of pre-round, you wouldn't agree with this heavy A start just because of the Sage. You would probably like
I
go
mean,
mid.
I don't mind heavy A start to break the wall, but you don't need to all be here.
Yeah, like
Like
4-1
if you know your
max.
team's gonna do it, then you should just lurk somewhere else in the meantime. Like your team's gonna break this. This causes a rotation. This causes a timing for someone to try to take. So if they're breaking the wall every round, as a defender, what would you try to do? Walk up B, walk up mid. You know,
Mhm.
you're not gonna fight A main as a defender. You're gonna let them break the wall. You're gonna let your Sage slow. You're gonna take space somewhere else. So if you hold mid here or B main, potential free kill. This is not needed
They slowed.
unless you want to pump a ult out.
We can do it.
You know.
Like if we use wall or ult.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but now the map is like so randomized. You have to go back into so many open angles, and that's gonna take a lot of time to clear all of that up because it's just the map is that big.
Everyone can mid.
One more piece of the wall.
So in
Yeah,
other
he's
words,
waiting.
it's okay for duelists to be separate from the team when you know it's going to be a Sage wall.
Yeah, because when you're frozen, you have to be opposite.
I'm kind of just explaining or for chat, I guess.
Yeah. Absolutely. So now the thing is, you have a timing. You go take your timing. You don't hesitate. Now your timing's fucked because it takes too long. They know you're not heavy A. So here you have to act fast and do something. You can't just walk around because they know you're not together because they see Clove being by himself.
There should be anyone aiming.
So there's nothing aim in. You know they're heavy link. Please use utility. You see, he's not aware. That's what I meant by heavy. Two
Yeah.
there.
Would
So,
you have
nope.
wanted? So like, at what point would you have sped up and used util?
So here, true here. Now, because while Phoenix is running away, I have a 1v1 on the guy link.
Okay, so what would you do? Just if you could
Just
be
fucking-
detailed.
Just like run, ask for a fade dog, boom, go around the corner, please. Jump peek, use a stun for the deep angle. Maybe ask for more utility from your fade, and then you have a split for free because of the clove up. But here you let them all react to it. It's too late. You die. And now it's in the control of your teammates. And are your teammates going to do the right thing? We don't know. It's random.
Oh,
Makes sense.
I see.
They wall
He
again.
on the wall. He
You
might
do
be
the
on
same course.
He usually sits on the left and center. Check out or B. Careful, my up.
They wasted the smoke. They have no info.
Got him.
Two things going to happen here. They know you're going to leave, so they're going to push the smoke. So please tell someone to stay there, like Arena. Or stay there yourself. Tell them, yo, please pump mid A link again. So they push A main, and you get a free kill. Or you just directly leave to B. That's completely fine too.
I'm gonna be moving.
But here he's doing nothing. He's got no plans. Just the same thing as last round. What about Duelist and Rest break Sage Wall and Cypher go mid? Yeah, obviously. But your teammates, is your Cypher going to do that for you? Like, this Cypher doesn't want to lurk, you can tell. He's too scared. So, like,
Yeah,
asking him to do something that requires balls, he's not going to do it. And he's probably going to fuck it up. So, you take matters into your own hands. Wasted stun.
Sage slowed A again.
Push.
Permanently waiting for his teammates to do something. He doesn't react to the dog there. He should have went with it. And here, why do you think he lost this gunfight?
I mean, he's not. He's angled. You should back up, I think.
Well, to me, according to his body movement, to me it seems that he wanted to play life. See this?
You're saying he's talking.
And
Yeah.
he wasn't sure if he should fight or not. And this ounce of hesitation caused him to make a sudden decision, a forced decision. Now, if something is forced, you're not comfortable with it because you didn't have time to think it through or think about, do I want to do this or not? You force yourself to do it. And this is unconfident, hence why just like whiffs.
Would you say
That's
it's
my
not?
opinion.
Would you say it's not valid for him to play anti-flash there against the Phoenix ult?
I mean, he already played anti.
That's what I mean. Like that's
Here.
what he was playing Tuck. Like right, like this. guy
Yeah,
could
he
flash
played
through the
Tuck
cage.
here,
Yeah.
and then after he wasn't sure, which is why he jiggled. Like he wasn't sure if he was gonna flash or not. Like he's thinking too deeply about how to react rather than just reacting in the moment, you know? Like he's trying to anticipate too hard. And that's the thing is, yes, you can play NT to the flash, but you don't know if he's actually gonna flash or not. You don't know what he's gonna do. You don't know how he's gonna peek. In this moment, the moment you think about what he's gonna do, you're gonna lose your own reaction because you're so busy thinking. So here in this moment, he's thinking about the fact that Phoenix can flash, right?
Hmm.
But since he doesn't, he gets caught off guard. He's like, oh shit, he didn't flash. What should I do? And that's what I meant by a sudden decision. He's gonna be like, oh shit, he didn't flash. I have to peek him to save my teammates.
So what's the better move here from your perspective?
To me, in this decision, in this situation, there is no right or wrong, chat. You decide what you want to do and commit to it. Don't try to like think too hard and make a plan. Commit to what you think is right. You know? And in this position, I would have just fought him. You know? But you weren't sure what you wanted to do, and you hesitated, and then it caused your death. Whatever it is, you
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
It
Do
sounds
whatever you
like a big philosophy that you have as a player and as a coach is make confident decisions and like play like see it through.
Yeah. What if I baited my teammates swing off the fate? That's completely fine too. You know, as long as you commit to that. Don't change last midway, you know?
Yeah. That's
bad.
what I would've
Follow
done,
your
bro.
instincts.
Fuck my teammate,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I've done too. But I mean, honestly, I would have just went in this left corner and held the off angle.
I see what you're saying.
It is.
You don't got time to decide what you want to do. Just do it.
By God shields. Gonna go for heal.
Go fast, please. Change your pathing because you keep pathing the same way. Good stun.
Backside
He's
swinging.
dead. Thank you. Now there's gonna be one more. Glove. If you push this, slash spawn. Good spam. Now the other ones are here in 4 seconds, so you can't push this. I mean, you can because you have Neon ult.
You know, they'd be crazy.
Blink, blink, blink.
It's allowed.
What do you think about the wall? Because like he used wall after his entry rather than before.
You know, I need to pay attention to that. Let's see what wall you did.
I'll take that.
Like he stunned this and then
Honestly,
he.
really bad. It's really bad. It's really bad because you're exposed to the right side the entire time.
Mhm.
This is good because the
It
idea was to
didn't even
block off
reach.
spawn,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it didn't reach.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is not a threat because the guy spawn takes too long
Drop.
to get. He's not there yet. He's there in
Plant,
like
give
3
me
seconds.
Blink,
There was a Reyna flash. They weren't there. They can just hide from the Reyna flash and get an off angle where the flash doesn't hit you and you're dead. But not bad. You know what I meant? Like how I didn't like that play, but he still did it and committed to it because
Yeah.
he knew it was right. So therefore, it worked out. He aimed properly. He had the right reaction, so he's completely fine in his decision.
Can I get one on B with
If
me?
you could
B, B,
like,
B, B, B. One B.
because I think something that's important for coaching is like having like 1 or 2 takeaways, like big themed ones. Do you have anything like that for attack?
Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So attack, you need to pay attention to rotations. The rotation tells you exactly what you can do at what moment. If you're slow, you can't push deep. If you're super fast, you can change your rotation. You can change your pathing into a super aggressive one. And also, you need to take in mind their setup. What was their setup the entire game?
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
and are they going to change it or not?
Mhm.
And that based off that, you can plan your pathing / entry, and that makes your life 1,000 times easier. And also, lastly, he wasn't being a leader. He's like waiting on his teammates all the time. He's being
Mhm.
you're being a penguin, what we call, just following your teammates around.
So like from your perspective, would you say that he is on the role that you think you could see him? Because like the way I think about it is some players are just like not cut out for certain roles. Do you have like,
I would
do you
say
that
I would say
viewpoint?
he's the reason he's playing Neon is because she's busted and he knows it. He doesn't know how to play her. He just wants to play her because she's busted.
Okay.
And I would say like then he's just like a meta adaptive type of guy. So like he can just play anything adaptive. He just plays based off the meta. He's not like I definitely want to play Sam.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I wouldn't know which role to give him.
Okay. That's
He
fair.
just needs to do a bit better regarding like the small things we said, and it's gonna be perfectly fine for him to play Neon.
Mhm. Like understand the like their setup, their rotate timings.
And calm. You have to calm a shit ton. That's why I quit competing, chat, because you have to calm until you have you're out of breath every round. It's so annoying.
Jet mid, jet mid.
It's actually disgusting.
It is how to
It's
play
mid,
entry.
There's jet mid, jet is mid. Dash B link, dash B link.
Also, this is bad by him. Their comp does not have any fast hits, chat. They can't hit fast. They have a jet. Jet does not cover as much space as Neon as fast. So when you have a jet on your team, are you confident that you're going to be able to rush super fast? Absolutely not. Because it's a jet. You know if he's going to die probably easily and things like that. It's really hard to follow. Therefore, you have to understand that they're probably going to go into a default style. You
That's
know?
interesting. I
So-
feel like most
I think
people
they're
would
doing
have the
B split,
opposite
they're doing
thought.
B
Like,
split.
oh, they have entry duelist, they have initiator, they have Phoenix. They would just like rush something.
The thing is the conception of Jet is that you're gonna have a Jet and he's gonna bait and he's gonna op nonstop. Like that's what people think of Jets, right? Am I right, chat? Like, do you guys believe in your Jets to entry for you? Yes or no?
A hard
See
one
what
to,
you think.
yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, she's a mod, so her opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It depends, I guess. Most of the time, yes. It's like 50-50, yeah? So if you see how we're not confident. Now, let me ask you this question, chat. Do you believe that your Neon's going to run it down for you? If you see a Neon on your team, are you confident in running it down? Yes. So you see the conception of, oh, Neon is absolutely an agent I know people will entry with. Jet, I don't know. So that's kind of the idea of why they're not going to go fast. Because they don't know if their Jet is competent enough.
Hmm.
That's how I look at it.
I think that's valid. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and also, E said a great point. They have a Cypher. They can't go fast because they don't know where Cypher setup is. Cypher could be B or A. They will never.
Hmm.
So they have to, yeah, that's why they have to play slow.
So how would you want him to play this like round?
Be fucking careful with mid, please. Have a stun lineup, anything, a trap setup if you're stunned. That's optimal, or
yeah.
just fucking hold something.
Okay.
And
So
kill
like
him.
it's like contest mid a little bit more instead of giving.
Well, I mean, you don't have to contest it. You just have to keep lines. Now you just have to keep the mid line here. Now you gave up all the space. They have a timing here.
Mhm.
It's
Like stay B-Link.
And yeah,
B-Link
exactly.
line. Yeah.
Now you're info deprived. They can just hit on your clove and you already lost your advantage. They can hit on your fade and you lost the advantage. Like it's really you're giving up the map really easily, and the odds are in your teammates. So you see, fade dies, like I said. Now you're in a 4v4. Not fun, not good.
Hmm. But
They
at the very
both know
least,
your
we
main,
took
by
B
the way.
main at least. Better
Yeah,
than
they
sitting
both
on
know you're
site.
there though. They both know you're there. So here they can either hit and smoke you off and push, and then just it becomes a 4v4 retake, or they just go spawn to A, and that's even a bigger mess.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they come in B, honestly.
Yeah.
I saw
So
a
now
fade,
this is a
I
mess.
saw
Take first
Jet,
contact.
and
Let
I
me take
saw
first
Sage.
contact.
They know if Neon's here, so this first contact shit doesn't work because they saw him slide.
If you
So you see?
Spawn.
Oh, you won that. Thought you would lose it. This
Makes
bait is
sense.
good. The longer your bait, the better. Ay, 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 ay.
Works out though.
Yeah, I mean, their spacing was horrendous. Their Jet is taking a solo 1v1 on main when they know they're main.
Yeah.
It needs to be banned.
Pop back?
So at the
Do
very
you know
least,
what?
go ahead,
for
go
it.
ahead. No, you first.
Do you know why he whiffed, panicked / whiff on the Sage?
Looks like he wasn't like actually that ready.
Yeah, yeah. He was thinking about after. A very important rule, chat, that I say to everyone when I coach is, whenever you're exposed to a gunfight / an angle, do not think, please. Just focus on in front of you, so you can shoot them. You can't be thinking about how you're gonna retake this when you're exposed to an angle. That's suicide.
In the wall.
I was gonna say at the
Oh,
very
yeah, go for
least,
it,
he,
yeah.
yeah, like at least he took B
Dog me, they were
main,
bucket.
given that he
Just
gave
die.
B link.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the end of the world. He reacted instead of doing nothing.
Yeah,
I think they're doing
Being in a
it
position to
for
think,
us.
exactly.
Yeah, 1A.
what would you do the same thing here? By the way, you get smoked off mid one, you break door and hold mid one?
Absolutely, absolutely. That I don't want them to be able to split close gaps ever. I would not rotate personally because the thing is like people like to fake a lot. Like they just like to like take a lurk, especially on eco, because they know that they can't just directly hit. So like here, I would be very careful with that lurk timing. If I'm gonna rotate, I'm gonna reclear like you talked about. I
Mhm.
would absolutely reclear Link with Reyna here
Yeah,
to absolutely get information, get a pick off. But he's holding passive the entire time. Passive, passive, passive.
Thing.
He finally follows the Reyna for a bit, but not optimal. Why? Because the Jet could just leave here and you don't have your trade.
yeah, bad spacing.
Bad spacing. And now you're in a 4v4, you gave up the advantage.
Wow. Jet mid.
But they're brain dead.
One more.
Yeah. So in that
Dash.
Up mid. Up bottom mid. Up
case,
bottom mid.
this round here, you would have stayed B link, held the smoke.
You
and
see?
then-
Oh yeah, I would have killed the Jet. You see?
Yeah.
I would have killed the Jet. They can't. Let's be realistic here. They can't hit Link. Hitting Link on Summit is so hard.
It is hard. There's a million.
They
angles.
already have 3 there. How are your teammates gonna lose this with good guns? There's a chance, like Dopai says, right? But I'm not too worried about those chances. What I'm worried about is Jet getting a kill here on my fade and having B for free, and they just instead of going Link, they just run B. And then now it's a post plant, retake, have a not law. I don't like those chances
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Makes sense.
Wow.
What? And if they end up winning the A fight, you're kind of just like, okay, I'll try for the retake,
One
but
more.
it's like because the percentages were, I guess,
Up mid, up
favored?
bottom mid, up
It was
bottom
just
mid.
unlucky, yeah. That's
yeah,
why
it's
I
just
would go.
unlucky. Yeah.
One's mid still. Could be both.
Oh,
Fuck. Also, he needs to play 4v2. He needs to back off.
yeah. At the very least, pick up the Guardian, maybe.
Now, A is incorrect because they know Cypher's A. So they're not going to hit Cypher because they can't break the trips. So they're going to go mid or B. That's how I would position myself.
It happened twice.
Would you go like
But-
A link here?
Yeah.
B-bank,
but-
guys, today.
I think they're doing A split. I think. No, they're just brain dead. That's fine.
He had the read.
There's a big chance they lose this if they hit the trips. I don't know why he has 2 trips.
Holy fuck.
Chilling. Thank you.
I'm flanking, give me a sec.
Please reload your outlaw.
I have one more flash.
By the way, he still has stun. That's a big
Yeah, I was
problem.
about to
is
say,
when
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Like, do you think he should have
You
used
have
stun on
to
the
layer.
exec?
you have to layer. I don't know if chat knows what layering means, but when you layer, you cause delay and you cause a reaction. If I throw my stun and I make him think that I don't want them to make the space, they're gonna trade back utility to regain the space that I took with my stun. So if I use stun earlier, it delays. It makes them waste even more utility, delays even longer because they have to wait for the stun and the utility from their teammates to come through, causing a better rotate. And his flank maybe could have came on time if he did layer. But he gave the sight, so now it's a gamble on if Fade is going to hit his shots and if they look flanker, which they probably would because they don't have a set.
So just to kind of like, what would that stun usage look like? I would personally probably do it off jet dash or some shit, but
I would probably just throw in main. And you know you can also do chat. You can also just put the neon wall randomly and just make it seem like you're just gonna stall as if it's just a smoke, you know? And they're gonna be like scared of it. Anything that can delay is good.
Well, or bait me.
Baiting is bad here because they know your spawn. You should just trade. You don't have a timing here.
like double face.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have a timing. They already closed the door. So that's what I meant. Now you lose the round because you're dependent on your teammates.
So it's like coming
Yeah.
towards me.
Yeah, I got you.
Holy baiting, but to be fair, his teammate did tell him to bait, so it's not really his fault.
Oh,
But
no,
yeah.
it's me.
Also, A worked, by the way, so they're probably gonna go A again. They're not gonna randomly change it up and go mid. So this positioning was kind of bad.
Yeah, I like cave though
Summit?
at the very least.
Yeah, Summit is not a map where you can fast rotate chat. It takes too long.
Really? I
No,
saw.
because it takes too long.
I'm trying to remember. I watched Spikeson play Neon on this map. He was fast rotating every round.
Because that's VCT and they know how
No,
to
no,
layer.
ranked.
Oh, ranked?
Yeah.
Oh, ugh, I don't
And,
like it.
and Sato is playing where the Fade is right
Is he
now.
duoed with Sato?
No, separate. I'm saying I watched the Sato VOD in a separate instance of him playing Clove. He was fast rotating from where Fade is, and then Spikeson was playing the same spot, but he was fast rotating.
Well, I also play mid because people like to go mid, not because of the fast rotate.
Okay.
I need to
interesting.
be able to react mid, not because I'm not playing there to fast rotate. I would play react mid if I know they're going to default mid, but here they're able to hit my Cypher, which is a really bad sign, hence why they hit it again. Hence why I would play
You would play on A site, or would you play A Link for the rotate?
on A side. A-Link is okay. The reason why I say it's not fast rotate is because they're going to smoke a Link. You have to think through Link, and that's trade. This is a trade. You usually get traded. So, like, that's why I don't like it. These rotations out of these smokes are too hard. I don't know if you remember you remember we talked about Ascent, how fast rotating on Ascent is hard because you just come out of the CT smoke on B,
Yeah.
you get traded. If you come out at the A Heaven smoke on A, you get traded by the guy main.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trades.
You need good smokes. Like you need a mid site smoke for A, and you
Mhm.
need the B stair
Yeah.
flood smoke. Yeah.
And then you're very dependent on utility coming from your teammates, and that's a gamble as well.
Is that a one way? It is.
What's load, Link?
Nice clears.
Done in scale, right?
Well, shit.
As you can tell, I don't know if the guy that played can tell, but he's a very slow player, and he's very good at taking his time, and that's when he does his best.
Like
you
contacting
saw how
balls.
beautiful. Yeah, you saw how beautiful these shots were.
Mhm.
He needs to identify that as a player, and remember that he should always take his time.
Mm-hmm. And good contact tools. Try and leverage that.
Mhm.
Aimlessly asking. Can I pick
You need to build on top of your identity, not force yourself to Neon because she's known as a fast character.
B. Smoke.
You think this rotates fine?
Yeah, playing A was fine. I like it. Also, they're playing 3B, and it's really hard to hit B without a Neon.
Come in. He's me.
The enemy comp is just horrendous, so
What do you think about like pushing A main for the flank because they don't have trip?
it's fine too. It's fine. Both of them are fine.
Hmm.
I don't mind.
As long the spawn rotate becomes more viable because it's neon.
Well, the thing is you're probably gonna rotate there on time
As neon.
because of their comp and the fact that you're Neon.
Yeah. But
If they had a
weren't
Neon, you don't have time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just their comp is that bad.
I beg to differ.
See, fighting Link, how impossible this is. Like it's so bad.
That's because we don't.
You're
have the
just
main
stuck
smoke.
behind this box. But even then, they just swing through, flash through. You're still in a bad spot. Not playing off the spam was bad though. You see Cypher chips, you know they can't break it. You have to get ready to spam.
Hmm.
It's one way's funny.
I saw Spikes in. He would like go for that flood, take a 1 or 2 fights, and then he would wall and reposition like we saw here.
Onside, bro.
If the smoke's on time, yeah.
Yeah, we just need that main smoke.
Well,
I
also,
think.
we also like Spikes in Radiant. He's in what rank? It's like really
Ascendant
much
3.
harder.
Talking,
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Ascendant is hell.
2.
I actually agree with that.
It's actually hell. You won't get any util. Nice.
And then
Now you
wall
have to
here,
come
right?
through.
Yeah, yeah.
Sage out, sage
Wall
out.
and go back left. Oh, he didn't commit it.
This is gonna take too long, and now you're gonna make it a 3v3 if your Cypher doesn't kill anyone. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. As soon as he gets the first kill at walls and goes left,
Both that side, both that side.
Yeah, he has to
Yeah.
because the odds are better in that way.
I agree.
Neon moment.
No way.
Got there though.
Oh God, you're.
So yeah, any I guess main
Takeaway
takeaway
for defense?
Yeah.
Well, defense, he needs to understand odds. He's not putting himself in the good odds. Like, obviously. Like, remember what is their win con for them? Like, what can they do that can provide them a win in this round? So let me ask Chad a very simple question, right? If you're playing Haven, okay, you have a not law on A, you have a not law on C, you're attacking. Where are you gonna go? And then obviously you're gonna say mid, right? So then if you go mid as a defender, you need to understand that too. So therefore, instead of playing A or C, you're gonna play B / garage. That's why on eco it's very important to play heavy 1-3-1, so that you can react to whatever the rush is gonna be with 5 pistols, instead of playing 5-3A, 1B, 1C. That's like probably the worst setup you can ever do.
On RT.
So yeah, understand their win con, and you're probably gonna position yourself greatly with that. And also, like I said, look at their comp. You know, what is their threat with their comp? And here, their comp is to play slow. Hence why you play mid, and hence why Spike, Zine, Sato, all of them play mid, is because everyone plays slow on this map because rushing is impossible. Because why? Because there's no good neons. It's very rare to have a neon that's gonna run it down properly.
Yeah, executing on this map does seem kind of tough.
It's
Unless
really
you-
hard. You
Unless you're Satellite, bro. That guy's god tier exec on his Phoenix, bro.
Yeah, but with Phoenix solo without a neon, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. He had a jet in the game I watched. I'm trying to remember. No, they were playing Phoenix Arena. They were just fucking running out.
Yeah, I mean the enemy team is just terrible.
Yeah, they were kind of bad. I won't lie. They were kind of bad.
There's one Cypher in that comp, they lose the game.
Yeah. I don't remember what Senti they played against, but I don't remember. Oh, they probably didn't have one. Well, cool, man. I appreciate the coaching.
Yeah. Appreciate you too, bro. I hope chat enjoyed it too.
Yeah. Hopefully chat learned. I found it insightful. I liked asking questions because I feel like I don't normally talk to other coaches about their approaches and stuff. So
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it again. Maybe we can do a giveaway to a random person in your server and my server, and we do them both
oh yeah,
in that stream.
that'd be smart
Chat would love it for sure.
for sure.
And then they're gonna be stuck with us for what we talked for how long? 2 hours for 2 VODs. You're gonna be stuck with us for so long.
Yeah, I would say that's
Yeah.
normal. Typically, like most people would expect maybe around an hour per VOD.
hmm
I would say on my own, I'd probably go like 2 times as fast, but
Yeah, same.
but I like to ask questions when at least in this context.
All right, I'll let you go though. Bye. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do some rank.
Yeah, likewise.
You
Best of
have a
luck with your
great
games.
rest. Yes, sir.
Peace out, man.
Peace out.
All right, chat. That was that. Hopefully you guys I guess enjoyed watching. Yeah, I mean definitely like a newer thing for all of us. You playing ranked? Nah, I'm good. I'm ending. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. If you guys want, you can watch Heydays. Let's see. Over. You guys over? That is it for me. Raid Heyday. Said Satellite and Phoenix was god tier. Yeah, his Phoenix is good on Summit. Big dub. All right, chat. I'm gonna send you guys over to Heyday. Shout out him. Is there VOD? The video's live on my YouTube channel. It's called like Steal the Summit Strat or something. But there's a VOD for that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna send you guys over to Heyday. You guys enjoy your day. Hopefully you learned something, Raj, and you enjoyed that as well. I'd be curious on your thoughts on that as well, just because that was your perspective, your VOD, I mean. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow for VOD reviews. And anything else I need to say? I don't think so. That's pretty much it. Peace out, guys. Peace, 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 peace.